It's time to go!
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this live watch-along of the Man United against Istanbul Basaksehir. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm sorry if I've got it wrong. Hope you're well. If you haven't already seen it, please go and give the show before what we just done with Kevin Campbell, Dan Potts. Should we trust the process still? Absolutely brilliant podcast. Thank you for Kevin coming on, and Dan, really appreciate it. It was a fantastic podcast watch along. So if you get an hour, go over and give it a watch. It was brilliant. But this is the watch along for the Man United game. I'm just here covering for Diesel, who's going to be about 10 minutes late to help Claude out. So here's Tony. Here he is. Look, I said he'd be in. Tony's in. Claude, Chelsea SW6.
Oh, send him a link if he might come on. Don't tell me that bloody Giroud scored the winner.
91st minute, Claude, you got it.
I'm joking, eh? It's getting worse. My night's getting worse, mate. My night is getting worse. What are we on, BT Sport or 1 or 2 on this Man United game?
I am on... Oh, hold up. I was on the wrong game. BT Sport 2, mate. Right, Man United's team news. We've got David De Gea in goal. Harry Maguire, Bissaka, Tellez, Lindelof, Fernandes, Rashford, Van der Beek, Martial, Fred, and Cavani. Wow, that's a very, very strong team. Very strong team for Man United. We'll get Claude views in a minute. He's just trying to sort out the stream to watch it on. Just want to say hello to everyone in the chat. United Up, William, James, the Blind Gooner, Last Man Standing, Arsenal Maniac. Oh, there we go. Jumped again. Coordinator, Mike, Avi, Gio, Chelsea, Tony, Chelsea, Stan. Who else we've got? The Costa, Harris. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you coming back over again to watching us tonight. You ready yet, Claude?
Yeah, I don't understand. Are you sure it's on 1 or 2? 1 or 2?
2. BT Sport 2. BT Sport 2.
Yeah. Keep it on because you're going to be here till what? And then I'll switch over.
Yeah, 10 minutes I'm going to be here for you. It's not a problem. I'll just read out a couple of comments. United Up said, "Hi lads, how are we? May not have bunker and got caught by the assistant teacher. James, always nice to see Kevin Campbell on. Now must win for Man United tonight." Thank you, James. Really appreciate that. William saying, "What's your prediction?" I'm going to go. Well, looking at that team lineup, they've gone very, very strong. I'm going to go 3-0 Man United. Claude?
Yeah, mind you, they beat him in the first leg, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think United comfortably. I think. But they have to be at it from the start, really. They have to be at it. It's a must-win because the Turks beat them in the first leg, but in the first game. So, but I think they'll win tonight. I do think they'll win comfortably. I'm going to go 3-0. 3-0 United. Yeah.
Same score as me. Okay. James is saying 2-1 Man United. Wouldn't be shocked if they get a late minute penalty to win it. Daniel the Blind Gooner is saying, "Evening guys in the chat. Hope you all good. That was a great show. Really enjoyed that one. Thank you very much, Daniel. Brilliant." William saying, "I watched the stream this morning as well." Thank you, William. James said, "Same here, Daniel. No matter what opinions the lads have, you all have the same interest, which is Arsenal." Exactly. Thank you very much for saying that, mate.
I love Kev. I didn't want to argue with him because I love Kev. I always love Kev, mate.
Last man, he's put best stream they have done. Thank you very much. I praise that. Thank you. Mike said, "Come on the Chelsea." Avi said, "Big win for Chelsea." Gio's in the chat. Gio, great show with Kevin Campbell. Thank you very much, mate. Arsenal Maniac saying Terry has a smile ear to ear because he had Team Arteta on. Why not? Why not, mate? Gio, Terry, Giroud is 10 times better than Lacazette. You can't argue with that at the moment, can you? Lacazette ain't done much for us, mate, at the moment. And he's still scoring goals, Giroud. That's what we need. We need that. So Arsenal Maniac saying, I trust Terry to sort out Brexit. He managed to brainwash Kevin, so I wouldn't put anything past the magician Terry. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Steve saying, stream with Kevin Campbell was brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Alex is saying, evening, Claude and Terry. Evening, mate. Mike said, you guys should have kept Giroud. Well, at the moment, it's looking like a bad decision to get rid of him, mate. To be honest, I totally agree. Steve's saying, negative about Europa League is that you got to wait till Thursday to play. Exactly, mate. You're totally right. The Cosa Nostra, Claude, I don't know what that says, so you'll have to translate that, mate.
Hold on. He says, come here, something about his number, man. My Italian is gone, mate, because a long time I haven't spoken it. It's something that his number, but I can't think. Come vorresti che il dessi. I think he wants to know if I want to know his phone number. I'm not sure, but that's what I can read from it.
Yeah, okay, mate, not a
Well,
problem.
thank you. La cosa nostra.
United up.
I can see why they're pounding and they're doing my head in now.
United up said, hi, Claude, how are you? You need to keep an eye on Telles and his cross deliveries. Cavani was a tactical pick to make more cross conversions. Good Telles delivery and good Cavani headers make goals. So you'd have to look out for that while you're watching on the stream, Claude.
Yeah, so Chelsea now got 10 points along with Seville, I think. Yeah, it's about who tops the group, isn't it, in that one?
Yep, sure.
Big game tonight. Juve v Ferencvaros, Dinamo versus Barcelona, Dortmund against Bruges, Lazio Zenit. Interesting.
Arsenal Maniac.
We'll keep an eye on all of them.
All of them, yeah.
When Diesel decides to kick that bird out of bed, we'll be keeping an eye on all of them. Give her a good kick, Diesel. Come on. Time to work. Never mind all that shagging. Get down to work.
Arsenal Maniac, thank you very much for that comment. I really appreciate it, mate. He said, Terry is classy. No matter if you have different opinions, he's not one of those over-emotional tyrant channels that block you. He lets everybody have their say. Big respect. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. The Blind Gooner says, you guys are smashing out the streams today. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate that, mate. Bella, sorry if I've said that wrong. He said, what have you seen on the pitch to trust the process? Look, we've done that on the last one. So this one's about Man United. I will quite happily do another show again for you and talk about why I believe in Arteta and why he should have a bit more time and things like that. It's not a problem. But I do try and say it every week. I'm not a flip-flopper. You know what I mean? I try and say it every week. And even the comment that we had with Kevin, that, you know what I mean? I'm just agreeing with everything that Kevin says. No, that's not true. If you watch our shows, every time we do a debate like this, I say it.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, you're right, Kevin. Pathetic.
Here he is. Here's the big man himself. The gorgeous looking. He's been sweating. He's knackered. He's put her down there, and now he's on.
Do you know what I mean? Oh.
Diesel, tell me something. Have you got the Man United game on?
Yeah.
Well, I want you to do that because I'll gather the other games. Yeah.
Yeah, it's BT Sport 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, hasn't buffered once yet, so fingers crossed, lads.
That's all right. I'll do that. You update on the United game. I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah,
I'm doing overtime. Yeah.
I know. And Claude, believe me, as a few people keep saying, Terry and I, we will reward you with some overtime money. Yeah, because you know we take all your money.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks. So yeah, we'll do that later, mate. We'll pay you later. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Send me a nice bird round here.
Mate, I done that last time, right? You didn't answer the door, did you?
I did, but she was ugly.
Listen, I'm going to jump off, guys. Thank you very much.
Cheers, sorry, mate. Yeah, go on.
No problem. If I can get back on, I will do. If not, I will see you tomorrow for the live watch along tomorrow. Thank you very much. And like I said, if you haven't seen it, go and give it a watch. It was a great podcast earlier on. No matter what your opinion is, either way, Lee Gunner, you know what I mean, Kevin Campbell, Claude, Diesel, me, everyone. We've all got an opinion.
I think I've got a clue out of that, don't you, Diesel?
Sorry?
You could have your say in a minute.
Yeah. Let's wait till Terry goes and then we'll
thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Guys, have a good stream, yeah?
Nice one. Cheers, Tel.
Thanks, boys. See you later.
Arsenal Manic.
Now, Diesel, what did you think of that debate? Did you think I got a draw out of that at least? Or because I was up against two people there. Two and a half.
Right. I was obviously making my way home in the car. So when people had a couple of comments in the chat, you know, I'm saying a lot in the chat, but I ain't got the bottle to come on. I wasn't home, people. I was out. I was on my way home, stuck in traffic. So, but anyway, from what I saw of it, mate, listen, I'm going to be totally honest with you. Lovely blokes. I love Kevin Campbell to bits. Grew up watching the man. And Dan Potts is one of the nicest guys as well. But let's be honest, Claude, they were both chatting absolute shit. I'm sorry, mate. And do you know what? In a way, I'm glad I couldn't come on because I haven't got the tolerance, mate. I can't sit there and listen to that crap. I can't, right? I cannot, right? I put so many comments in the chat, and I know they saw them, right? And they dodged them, Claude. They dodged them, yeah? So, you know what? It is what it is. All I'm hearing, it's the players. Well, hang on a minute. Where was that energy then under Emery? Right? So when Dan said it's going to be a tough ask trying to get fourth, with a worse squad, Emery got fifth. Arteta's got a much better squad, and he can't do 1 point better. Sorry, I'm not having that, mate. I'm not having it. You know, you played under George. If anyone should know, it's the mentality, Claude. It's in the gutter at the moment, right? Yes, we've been spoiled over the years, but make no mistake, spoiled or not, we're a massive, massive club. So when people are saying, Ziyech, you brought that up, right? The man openly come out and more or less said, Arsenal, I want to play for you. Come and get me. That was what Ziyech come out and said. And all I'm hearing is, yeah, but it was the money. It's why I went Chelsea. No, sorry. Arsenal are I know Tony's in the chat. Arsenal are a bigger club than Chelsea. That's fact. We're the third biggest club in the country, right? And elite manager would want to come to Arsenal. So you're downgrading us as a club like that. We're a big club. Sorry, I'm not having that, Claude. What a load of rubbish.
Tony, if I send you a link, will you come on?
Yeah, come on, Tone.
I'm going to send him a link. Hold on.
And yeah, no, Claude, listen, in answer to your question,
your game has started, Your game has started, mate.
Has anything happened? This is Man United we're talking about. Yeah. No, Claude, nothing's happened. They haven't had a penalty yet. In fact, hang on, I've got the mute button on. Let me just see what minute. I'm going to turn it right down. Right, 32 seconds. So yeah, nothing happened at the moment. That was crazy, Diesel. Did you hear those guys? I thought I was drinking. Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I thought, blimey. Yeah, I mean, we've got some, lovely blokes on the stream. Finally, they're going to speak some sense, and only one of them was, and that was Claude. Unbelievable. Sorry, I'll call it how I see it. Call it how I see it. Funny how you got Terry there with the Ozil thing, wasn't it, eh?
Hey?
When you went, oh, hang on, Terry, I'm going to pull you up on that because you're a fan of Ozil. Now you're saying...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking hypocrite, man.
Oh, dear.
By the way, Tony, I've sent you the link. If you want to come on, you're quite welcome. Anytime, mate. Come on and have a chat with us, boy. Yeah, I'll send him the link anyway. He wants to come on, he can come on. Nothing happening now. Dortmund 0, Bruges 0, PSG 0-0 with the Leipzig. You're nothing happening in your game, Diesel?
Nah, nothing yet, mate. Nothing yet. Hellcaster, thank you, mate. Here it is, Claude. He's put big up, Claude. I hate Arsenal, but you, Claude and Diesel are one of my favourite persons or people. Thank you, mate. Yeah, say what you see, mate, Hellcaster. Do you know what I mean? Say what you see. This man is not good. I don't care what anyone says, right? Kevin Campbell is an Arsenal legend. I love the guy. Loved him, right? Growing up, watching him in my era, watching him. But make no mistake, just because it's Kevin Campbell, don't think I'm going to sit on it and change what I'm saying, right? Absolute tosh. This man is not good enough. Not good enough at all. I'm sorry.
I just think we've got to leave it now to the end of the season now.
4 transfer windows. Are you mad? I can't believe it when I heard that. Unbelievable. No.
Oh, you've seen the way Terry was carrying on.
Terry had backup though, Claude. That's what I'm saying. It's.
I was ambushed in that. I was ambushed. I needed you in there, mate.
Oh, no, but I did say, do you know what I mean? You're having it very early on a Tuesday. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, we'll get them on again, Claude, right?
Lazio have gone 1-0 up against Zenit. 1-0. Goal for
Rashford. Oh, my God, Rashford. That was poor. Great run. No, he wasted it. Yeah, Claude, listen. Right, we'll get there. We'll get those two guys on again and do it at a time, yeah, when I can come on, mate. Me and you against them two, I'll tell you something. There's only 2 people walking off the stream, right? That's me and you.
Dan was sitting on the fence. He weren't going one way or the other.
Huh? Do you know what, Dan? Dan, I know if you're watching, mate, I love you to bits, Dan, but I tweeted you earlier, right? And come on, Dan. I know you agree with what I'm saying, Dan. I know you do, right? I know you do. I might not say it the most eloquent, but I know you agree because I messaged in the chat earlier on, right? I noticed Terry or whoever, yourself, right? Maybe you missed it. You didn't bring it up, yeah? Everything you said, Dan, is the same thing I've said, right? So all the negatives about Arteta. So what? My question: why do you still want him? Why do you still want? You've just named 7, 8 different things, right? You couldn't name 7 or 8 positive things. But right at the end, I still like him. Still want him in. Still, no, come on, man. Come on. But yeah, great stream though. Great stream. There was a lot of people watching that, Claude, as well, mate. Well done. Fair play to you.
Do you think I've done all right now?
Yeah, I think if I'm honest, mate, I think you could have done it just to even it up. You could have, had one more, but oh, blimey. Speak of the devil, God, Lord Lucan, look, here he is.
Right, boys.
Who is he? Legend that is.
Listen, I'm gonna swerve the comment you made a few moments ago. Diesel on the grounds that we don't want to take. Well, I have got a series of points here. I've got but what can I say? To be perfectly honest with you, Diesel, I don't think there's a lot in it, mate. And I said that 3-4 years ago. I think we've moved on a tag since then. So I don't know. You know, you could look at it in terms of, have you won more trophies than us? Yes, you have. Have we won more? We've got 6 Europeans. You've got 1. If you mix up, if you took away all your charity shields or your community shields, I think there's 2 in it.
Yeah, my name's Terry. It's not Terry. It's not Terry, Tone. Don't talk to me about community shields. I don't count community shields. I don't count community shields, mate. So yeah, you can part that.
If you count community shields, I think there's 2 in it. Maybe 3 now because of the Stralt Cup final last year, the old conspiracy one. Well, it was, boys. Let's be honest. And if you look at things like,
what about the conspiracy when you beat us in that final? You telling me that Agent Czech wasn't at it then? Do me a favour.
We do like to have a few agents, as you know. And by the way, thank you very much.
That's that Hellcaster is a Chelsea fan, right? And even he admits. But with the greatest respect, right? Okay, let me just put a few things into perspective, right?
You missed the goal. You missed the goal for Fernandes.
No, I ain't seen the goal. Yeah, I'm on 6 minutes.
Proper distraught with that.
I'm behind him, mate. Hang on. Yeah, to be honest, Tone, I've always said the way I look at it, Man United are the biggest club in the country, followed by Liverpool, and I think we're third. That's how I've always said that.
No, right, okay, right. If you're gonna look at it in terms of trophies, right, then yes, you are number 3, we're number 4, yeah. Fact, that's a fact, right? Albeit 3 or 4, you're in front of us, right? But if you're going to look at brands and you're going to look at the social media thing, what we sell in terms of shirts, commercial, Deloitte, the whole shebang, I think we're nudging in front, right? But let's not go there. You know, it's all about love and peace and all that one. I've got no fucking beef with Arsenal or all their supporters.
No, because I remember you saying your dear mum's an Arsenal fan, isn't
she? PSG, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, my mum is a Gooner,
yeah. Gooner, yeah. I've just seen the goal, Claude Fernandes. Sorry, Fernandes. Big up when you can.
Neymar's about to take it.
Let me just see this goal.
By the way, boys, the reason why look at my fucking hair, look. Fucking need to push it back, boys, you know what I mean?
At least you got some.
Well, that's right. To be fair, I would like to apologise if you can hear some background noise in my house.
That's
all
right.
At the moment, so I can't talk yet. Hope you're all right. Yeah. I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Sorry, Tone, that's Claude on the phone to one of his birds. That's his side piece. He's on the phone to his side piece.
That's my dad, actually.
What's he doing, Deez? What's going on? You know. But no, I wasn't saying. I was going to jump on a bit earlier, but I've got the kids. The kids are still up, so if you do hear a bit of background noise, I've got.
Penalty. And that's 1-0 PSG against Leipzig. Yeah, 1-0 PSG. Go on, carry on, boys.
Tone, did you watch the stream earlier with the legend that is Kevin Campbell? Did you watch that?
No, I didn't, but I did watch the League Gunner one, and I also watched the League Gunner versus Terry one. I watched. I've been watching lots actually. You know, quite a lot. The trouble is, you see, I started a business, 6 months ago. And my actual channel's taken absolute bashing. I ain't put nothing up for 3 months. It's terrible, really. I mean, my Facebook. No, I've got 95,000 on. I don't even know. I've still got that, to the truth. 95,000 on Facebook, and I actually do keep up to date as much as I can. And I keep meaning to put a video up. As we know, we've got lots of plans, haven't we? And I want to do that.
Yeah.
It's so late. Or the times and that, and my kids are up, and all this COVID shit.
Yeah. I was going to say you got to look at what's going on at the moment, Tone. It's
hard, mate. It's hard for everybody right now. It's really tough. I mean, we should be at games. That's another thing that's pissing me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just Man, I mean, we play you. Is it Boxing Day? Yeah, Boxing Day we play at the Emirates, don't we?
Yeah, it's coming up, mate. Yeah.
And I mean, that would have been so perfect, wouldn't it? Lovely Boxing Day outing, meet up with a few lot. And
are you confident on that game, Tone? Are you confident for that game? Will you be happy with a point?
No, I want 3 points, but I can't say that you won't nick something or you won't get something because you always play well against us.
Behave. You've seen us play.
No, you've well,
happiness, mate.
I have seen how you've been playing, but you do tend to play. You raise your game against us, these. You do.
What's your take, Tony? What's your take on Arteta at the moment, mate? What's your? I mean, you've seen a lot of, as you said, Lee versus Terry, and you obviously we are quite split on this channel because obviously I want him out, and Terry Arteta can do no wrong in Terry's eyes. I mean, what's your? Because the stream I just watched, and I know there's a lot of guys at the moment in the chat room. Some will disagree with what I'm about to say, and some will agree. All I heard throughout that whole stream was, it's the players, the players, it's the players, it's the players. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute. So, once again... Right, these players aren't good enough. Hey?
There's been a goal disallowed within the Man United game.
Well, I don't even know what the score is because I've got to be honest with you. I was watching the game on the thing that I've just come through on this on, so I'm not watching any game. So I don't even know scores or nothing. Obviously, I know we won.
The goal disallowed. There's 1-0 out, but they've had another goal disallowed. Look, what's happened here? It was offside, isn't it?
Right. Okay. In answer to your question, Dave. Okay. Right. First and foremost, what we've got to understand is football's a game of opinions, isn't it? Yeah. And you can't smash someone over the head for having a different opinion to yourself because people see things differently. And because football's such an emotional game, when people start, one of the things that really pisses me off when they say, you're a disgrace, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're this, right? Okay. No one's a disgrace. Just because you support your football club doesn't mean you have to be blinkered, you know? You have to say it as it is. Otherwise, what's the point of anything? You know, if it ain't real, it ain't nothing. Do you know what I mean, Dees? Having said that, I watched your display at Man City, and I thought you were really good that day. You were really tight, resolute. I thought you were good that day. But the trouble is, you're playing like it all the time, aren't you? That way, only time will tell. The trouble is, Diesel, there's a lot of good sides of a similar level. I'm not saying Arsenal can't get top 4, but you're competing with a lot of teams, I think, on a similar level. You know I keep hearing all the time, we've got definitely a top 4 side. Well, probably Leicester could say that. Probably Wolves could say that. Man United certainly could. And there's lots of clubs you look at that table from 1 to 12. There's not hardly anything in it, mate.
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at it right now, for all your distraughtness of how you're feeling as supporters, you're actually a point in front of Man City.
but you see, like the thing is, Tone, right? What I can't stand, is whenever we have and it's normally myself, and Terry, right? Right, big up to Terry. I respect him because although we disagree, I know that man stands by what he believes. Like, he generally believes that, and he could be in a room with 20 others who are Arteta out, and Terry will stand his ground. Right, the majority of people I've seen on here, we've had some of them on this channel, right? You put them, they might say they're Arteta out or they're Arteta, but put them in a room with 20 other people, right? They soon waver, right? Terry won't do that. He'll stick to what he says, and I love that, right? I respect him for that. But what I don't get is when I'm raising a problem with our club or with this manager we've got, the first thing that you will do is, but hang on a minute, Man City, but hang on a minute, Liverpool, but hang on a minute, Chelsea. No, we're not talking about them other club. We're talking about this club, right?
Yeah, it's an irrelevance, isn't it?
The get out of jail card is to, but hang on a minute, he did it 4 years ago, or that club over there, look at what they did and how they. But we're not talking just because it worked for them, Tony, doesn't automatically say it's going to work for us. Do you know what I mean? Let's look at our stuff in house. We've got problems in house.
I think as a football club, because I think as a football club, you haven't operated as a big club.
No, of course
you're not a big club, but you've not operated as a big club for 14 years, 10, 14 years. And you have to take that on the chin. You've not bought as a big club, right? You've never really gone and smashed it out there.
No.
You've definitely been juggling away, haven't you? Let's be fair. sold a lot of dreams that were never going to materialise. Your Russian man was the man that was going to take you on to the next level, and that didn't happen. And there was a lot of things that didn't happen for that reason. But you have to look at it for what it is right now. You're a big club, but you're in the mix with a lot of other clubs that are on the same level as you.
Yeah.
And but I have to tell you though, if you want my honest opinion about
please,
your
be honest, mate.
Right, about your manager, right? I don't think he's a big enough name for Arsenal.
Thank you.
And I don't think Emery was either, right? But he's certainly bigger than, and he's doing a good job in Spain right now. Let's just not forget that. He's won things. That's the most important thing, Now, you could argue, well, okay, you won the FA Cup last year and you won the Community Shield. Community Shield, it's a nothing competition. It shouldn't even be on our CVs, yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you. The FA Cup, fair enough, but it's not what the FA Cup was 20 years ago, yeah? I was gutted we lost that, of course, because it's you lot, yeah? And I wanted a 9th FA Cup, win, why not, you know what I mean, sort of thing. But I think there was a lot of reasons, not just saying it, you probably think, well, what? I think there was a lot of reasons why you won that FA Cup final. And let's not forget, we went into that game with 3 or 4 players missing. Look at the Kante and Willian on the bench. Pulisic, our best player in that. We had 2 players that went off and a player sent off. And that decision where your goalkeeper come racing out and all that. There was a lot of things that went your way. So if you was ever going to win the cup final, it was that day, yeah? That said, you still won the cup, right? So great. I
can't believe it's shocked. Very
it's a bit like
in Juventus, by the way. Ferenc Chavez have taken the lead against Juve. 1-0 with Ferenc Chavez. What a start.
But I don't think it's a big enough name. I think no. I mean, someone just said there, Lampard's not for Chelsea either. Well, with all intents and purposes, Frank Lampard isn't a big enough name for Chelsea. You're absolutely correct. But the one place where he gets a free pass is because he is Frank Lampard, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think Mikel Arteta is a legend of your club anyway.
Oh, behave. No chance.
He's not a legend. He's not a legend. If it was a Patrick Vieira or Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah, Everton legend. That's debatable. But I'll accept that. No way is he a legend here.
No,
he's not. No. He was a panic guy. Panic guy.
Dortmund have taken the lead against Bruges, by the way. Sorry to trouble you boys.
That's all right, mate.
How's going, Diesel? Is it still same?
Yeah, I saw the goal that was disallowed. It was Rashford. But yeah, I think it was offside, mate. Went to celebrate, and yeah, oh my God, I think they just scored again. Yeah, Fernandes. Sorry, Claude, my fault. Fernandes has just scored. I think that's his second one. Yep, 90 minutes gone. Man United 2.
Yeah, they're going to win this. This is a confidence game for them, isn't it? They're going to rack up a few goals, and this will be good for their confidence, won't it?
I'm quite shocked we lost the first game, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, I suppose it's a.
Oh, the keeper made a howler. The keeper's made a real howler. He's made a howler there. If you see it again.
Yeah,
we weren't great tonight, to be fair, but we just kept it very tight at the back. And
you know what, Tom? You and Seville scored both in the last minute. Do you know that?
Yeah, mad, isn't it? Mad. And do you know what? We would have when they equalised, you could almost feel it as well because we dropped off for 10s. Lampard had kind of like made a few substitutions, spun it around, and he did. To be fair, made a few changes in the beginning. And I just felt that we weren't sort of zipping it around like we have been, but we were also very comfortable. You know what I mean?
Oh, the goalkeeper! Jesus Christ, that goalkeeper, mate!
But you could feel that they were going to get a goal. When you feel it, you just felt. You know what? I don't like this. I think they'll nick one, and I thought at 1-1. Funny, I thought it's amazing, isn't it? I was going to write something up on my Facebook group and go, not slag them off, but. It would have been a bit more of a negative tone had it been 1-1. Do you know what I mean? And yet Giroud goes and wins the game for us.
Exactly.
You watched the whole game. Can I ask you watched the whole game? Was it vintage Chelsea?
DJ DQ.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like how we've been playing recently. It was very slow, typical Champions League type of pace. And we had lots and lots of possession, especially the first half. Second half, they came more into the game. They had a bit more of the ball, and they were creating a few chances which weren't great, but not really sort of penetrating. Do you know what I mean? Mendy made one particularly good double second half save, kept us in the game. But from that point onwards, they were kind of growing in they were getting a little bit of momentum. Do you know what I mean? And then we made a few changes and shuffled it up a bit.
He used to play for him, didn't he?
Who?
Mendy. Did he used to play for him?
Yeah, so we signed him off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what was I going to say? Who scored the first goal for Chelsea?
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Right.
That's what I mean.
How did Tino Werner play?
Do you know what? He missed a great opportunity where we could have made it really safe. Yeah, and funny enough, he missed an opportunity in the last game. I actually said to my mate this afternoon, I said, "Do you know what? This is the perfect game to rest him because he's played all the games." You know what I mean? But he said, the guy I was speaking to, he said, "Yeah, but after the game, he looks like he could go and run another 90 minutes." I said, "Yeah, but I thought tonight we could have shuffled it a bit, but kept it a bit more, more resolute." But do you know what the point is? We got 3 points and we've qualified. Do you know that, boys? With 2 games spare.
No.
Gone up by the way against Senate.
Both us and Seville, Dees, have got 10 points.
Do you know what, Tone? Listen, I'm not one of them fans. Even if you'd have lost tonight, who am I to, as an Arsenal? Who am I to sort of say anything to you about your club? I mean, you're in what we want to be in. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? It's listen, we can't say anything at the moment, right? Kev, this comment, yeah. Big up Kevin Mark. Hope you're good, mate. Right, Arteta won the FA Cup not based on a tactical masterclass. It was just based on individual brilliance by Aubameyang. If Aubameyang played the way he did in the FA Cup, in the Europa League, we would be in the Champions League. Funny, Kevin, that was when we won that game. Yeah, when we won the FA Cup, it was a tactical masterclass by Arteta. When we lose a game, nothing gets said about Arteta. It's the players, isn't it? It's funny.
You know, at the end of last season, right at the end of last season, you beat Liverpool at home, didn't you? And then you beat us in the cup, beat Man City in the semi. Now, I thought the Liverpool game, I don't think Liverpool could have played any worse, ever. Yeah. I thought, I'm not slating you here. I thought Man City, you played very well, right? And I thought, but Man City were off the peg, completely off the peg. Yeah. And I thought in the FA Cup final, there were so many things that went wrong, right? Forget the refereeing display and all the crap. And the red card, right, which was a definite game changer. 2 players carried off, 4 players out. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, Diesel, yeah, for us, right? Okay, so, and you won the game fair and square. You deserved to win it. But like you say, Aubameyang was the difference. You know, you took his chance really, really well, and you deserved to win it. And whatever's. But after that, I kind of thought, wow, it was I don't mind getting beat, but like when you think to yourself,
you feel a bit cheated. You felt a bit cheated, and do you know what, Tony?
A little bit, I did, if I'm honest. Yeah.
Do you know what, right? And this is
Lazio 2, Senate, pull 1 back. Lazio 2, Senate 1, mate. Sorry.
That's all, mate. Lovely. What I was going to say, Tony, why I like talking to rival fans. Yeah. Right, it's because it's nice to get an outsider's take on what's going on at our club. Yeah. Right.
I don't think you're in panic mode yet, though, Diesel, because as I said to you, you're a point in front of Manchester City, so that can't be a bad thing. There's a lot of teams in the mix. All you need is 3 or 4 games, momentum, and everything can change, right? We all know that, right? That said, if you want me to be totally honest, I don't think he's a big enough name, I just don't think he's good enough for you. And I think you set your bar too low. And I think you have done for 14 years.
Yeah, I agree.
When we're the Arsenal, well, yeah, you were the Arsenal.
Yeah, now, I agree, mate. We're shopping in Poundland. No,
it's not even that. Because you spent more than us. I just think.
No. I'm on about in terms of managers, mate. Because this is what I'm saying. If you, I've always said right? I've always said I want an elite manager, right? And when Arsenal are a big club, right? I mean, you're one of our main rivals, and even you could admit Arsenal are a big club, right?
Yeah, of course.
A big club deserves a big manager, right? So to give Arsenal, and I said this and I noticed that obviously he didn't. Funnily enough, he didn't get brought up, because obviously, you know what I mean. Stump him. I wanted Kevin and Dan to, see that comment, right? Kevin, I love Kevin Campbell to bit. Kevin played under George Graham, right? He played with men, proper players.
But
so Kevin should know more than anybody about this nonsense that's going on at this club at the moment. So when I'm hearing all that nonsense earlier on the stream, I'm like, hang on a minute, what? Just because the club's mentality has been downgraded, Tone, doesn't mean us as fans have to follow them. This is the thing. We used to have standards at this club. And when you see what's going on at the moment and what has been going on, not just Arteta, this is a lot of it was long before he got it. It's toxic, mate. It's poor. I'm not having that. Sorry, I'm not. I won't change. It's as simple as that.
I think that how old are you, Dees? How old are you, mate?
27.
27. Okay.
No, look at Claude laughing. No, I'll be honest. I'm 39, Tone. 39.
Okay. Well, you're quite a mature 39, yeah.
And
you're a mature 39.
Not mature, mate. I'll always be a Peter Pan.
Well, okay.
Very 90s. Or come on.
We've got a lot of supporters in our fan base that are the last 15, 16 years, so they don't know anything but success, got it? So therefore, if Lampard, we lose 2 games on the spin or something like that, he's got to go. You know what I mean? And we've got some absolute fools too, but equally, there's a lot of your fan base that don't remember how fucking good you were. And what a name you were, and what a team you had. That you had an incredible team. That was taken to pieces in a matter of years. That side should have dominated for 10 years. Should have dominated for 10 years. And that's even with Roman coming in. Do you remember? I don't want to bring this up because I know it hurts him up the top there, right? But the Champions League night, the one where the quarter-final, Wayne Bridge and all that, yeah? Oh. Did you not see Ranieri's face, right, when he was coming off at the end? And us in the corner celebrating. We was honestly, that to us was, because we were so used to that cycle of Arsenal taking us out. We got to that Champions League level. It's like, and people forget, it's like we were this piece of shit club that Roman just because we went to buy. He bought a side that was already top 4, already challenging. We'd won 6 trophies under Vialli, and Hullet won us a cup. It's not like we were doing nothing decent. Do you know what I mean? We were it, but we weren't that next level. But Arsenal were already there, and Arsenal were always fucking beating us, and I remember that the 3-2 games, the Winterburn goal, that Canu flipping hat-trick, the FA Cup when Reyes come, it was Thierry Henry with a quick free kick, and do you know what I mean? And then that night, I think it turned everything. Yeah, it was almost like we couldn't believe it. We were in that corner, in the clock ends, and literally just going absolutely mad at the end. But look at Ranieri's face; he was in bits because he knew.
What year was Canu's hat-trick? What year was that hat-trick from Canu?
Well, it was before 2004, wasn't it? It was 2000. What about the 5? No, was it the 5-3 one? Dennis Bergkamp one. Remember that? That was that was Phyllis Boas, wasn't it? That was our manager then, wasn't it?
Is that when John Terry fell over?
Yeah, and the ball was over the top, wasn't it? And we've had some right old scraps, though, haven't we, down the years? And we had some massive games, cup finals and all that. We've done 3. We've done 3 cup finals now, haven't we? 3 FA Cup finals we've been in, haven't we?
Yeah.
Together. From about the 70s to the 90s, we never seemed to win at the Bridge, and then in the late 90s we started having a run of games there.
Well, do you know you nearly went unbeaten one season. Was it 84 or 85 or 86?
No. I know what you're talking about. No, you're talking about.
And we beat you at home.
The one game, we had, yeah. Oh,
and it was he pushed the play for Hartlepool.
Did Pat Nevin score that?
No, it weren't Pat Nevin. It was a guy we bought from Hartlepool. He was like I can't think of his name. He was a nobody, really. Not saying he's a nobody.
Oh yeah. I know you mean.
Yeah.
Was it something Lee? Not Lee.
No. You're thinking of we used to call him Rodney Trotter. You're talking about David Lee.
No. It wasn't that quite. You fought from Hartlepool.
Rodney Trotter, yeah. Trying to think of his
name. Big up, Tony.
But I remember you beat us. You went 2-0 up, and then Alan Smith scored, didn't he?
Yeah, I was in the stadium that game as well, and that was the only game you lost that season.
I remember because you're so far back in that where we were standing, right? In your ground, the other end of the pitch, you don't know whether the ball is in the penalty area or outside because you're so far back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I love those days, though, Claude. You know that? Seriously, I'd go back to them tomorrow.
Oh no, but it was that end was horrible, man. That end we was in, it was a horrible end.
Yeah, you used to have to run the gauntlet at our place. I mean, I remember you always your tactic, you Gooners, right? We used to know this, right? You Gooners used to come through full of market. You know what I mean, right? You know, give it the big Gooner business. You know what I mean? At full of Broadway, but you used to come through the market. You used to have, was it Denton and all that? Right?
I remember one year went off at Earls Court Station. Man. Fucking went off at Earls Court Station completely. Went off, all fucking went mad, man. But no, I remember that was that game. I can remember it's the only defeat we had all season, and we had Adams was in prison. There was a couple of injuries, and we had Andy Linnigan at the. We had a really strange back four that day, but. You deserve to win. I'm sure Dixon. I'm sure Kerry Dixon scored one of the goals.
He might have done. I thought it was 1-0. You might be right. It might be 2-1. 2-1.
It was 2-1 to 2-1.
Claude,
you went 2-0 up.
Claude, guess what's happened? Guess what's happened at Old Trafford? They've only got a penalty. Rashford.
I'm just going to go to the toilet, boys. I'm sorry to be a.
I
will answer that question on Mourinho. Yeah, in a minute. Yeah, I'll let you look at my table. Cheers. 2 seconds.
Oh, do you know? Penalty to United. Shock horror. That was a barge. I don't. That's not a penalty. Come on. He went looking for it, in my opinion, Rashford. But yeah, penalty, mate. Oh, hang on. No, it's just gone to VAR. They're checking it. They're checking.
I think this could be off. Could be offside. Oh, you can't give that as a penalty, surely.
It's not, is it?
Bollocks. No way.
They're looking for it, mate.
They're checking for offside. The offside.
Kevin, do you know what, mate, right? I totally agree with you, yeah? And I'll tell you another thing, right? To everyone watching this now, right, in the chat, yeah? Right? There's a film, I think it's called In Hell, or it's called From Hell. It's one of them. It's got Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. He gets wrongfully sent to prison, yeah? Right? There is a line in that film right at the end, right, saying, unity will take down or bring down any corporation. Fact. Right, unity will bring down any corporation, any company. Right, if us as Arsenal fans, if we use all this rubbish about, I see in the comment earlier on, no elite manager wants to come to us, they ain't got money to spend, or well, we're stuck with the board. Oh yeah, but they never spend. What's the point? What's the point? Yeah.
What a player.
We're united. We'd get these guys out.
Mate. What a player. Pulls it out of the bag. 1-1, Juve.
Yeah, it is a penalty. Rashford scored it. 3-0 Man United. Right? Yeah? Telling you, mate, right? Honestly, right? When Kroenke came out and said, be excited, and then he went and got Pepe, a lot of that was because the fans united at that point, right? And we forced action, yeah? Hit them in the pocket where it hurts them. They have to act. But we are so divided as a fan base, and the Cronkies know that, right? They're loving it. They love the fact that we're divided like that, yeah? Because it will never reach them. The day that we unite, right, and start acting is the day that they start shitting themselves. Fact, but we never will. Oh, sorry, Tone.
Yeah,
sorry, mate.
No, thank you. Thank you. Can I just say something? It's really weird. A bit of inspiration while I was going for a little tinkle there. And it just come to me. And I swear on my life, I didn't look it up or nothing, right? Joe Allen. Was it Joe Allen? Joe Allen. We bought him from
Joe Allen, that's it.
And of all the players, and you went all season almost like the Invincibles, Diesel, and you only lost one game, and that was us as well. That's bad, isn't it? And that was 1980. Was that 1985, Claude? 1986, 1987.
No, it was the 1991 season, mate.
What was it? 91. Wow, there you go. 1991, boys.
Because you had a bad record at our place. I think you beat us once with John was it Bamford? What's his name? Bumstead.
Johnny Bumstead. Yeah.
And that was the last time for a while you hadn't beaten us at Highbury, innit? Remember? And then Bamstead was the one that scored the goal when we beat you. I can't remember what year that was though. John Bumstead.
Remember the semi-final, Claude? Di Matteo. And all that was Viali's first game. Do you remember the League Cup semi-final? And we come back and won 3-1 at the Bridge. And it was Di Matteo and
isn't that the one where Dixon got sent off?
No, this was a bit further on. Dixon.
No, you're talking about the League Cup '98, isn't you?
97, that one. That 97.
97, isn't it? Didn't Lee Dixon get sent off in that one?
I don't know. We won 3-1 though, didn't we? It went into extra time, didn't it? So.
Yeah, because you know the year we won the league in '98. You know the year we won the league in '98. I'm sure you beat us in the League Cup.
It was '99. We beat you in this. We beat you 5-0. Actually, your Highbury.
No. You remember '98? We played you in the semi-final of the League Cup and you beat us, but we went on to win the league and FA Cup double, and you won the League Cup that year. I'm sure of it.
No, you're right.
Check 97, 98. I bet you won the League Cup.
No, you're right. You're right, Claude. We did.
Hey?
We went on. You're right. We beat Middlesbrough in the final of the League Cup, and we beat Stuttgart.
There we go.
Stuttgart in the European
final. And Lee Dixon got sent off in that game because he had to go at Lasso. There we go.
Blimey, that's going back.
I thought you were talking about Kerry Dixon. That's probably why, Claude. Sorry, mate.
No,
I do remember Joe Allen. Yeah, but Joe Allen was 85, Claude. It was 85, 86, or something like that, or 87.
No, Joe Allen, if you're talking about the game when we lost one game, hey?
I'm looking it up now, mate. It's doing me engines. Let's have a look. Joe Allen, Chelsea goal. Yeah, he played. I think we bought him from Hartlepool, Claude. I'm pretty sure of it. Joe Allen.
Yeah, I remember
Chelsea goal against Arsenal. Hang on, we'll find out the real one. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what you can't take away from us when we absolutely took the piss in '84 at your place at Highbury. 50,000. It was a morning kickoff, 11 o'clock. And we had, I kid you not, Diesel, over 20,000 of that 50,000 was Chelsea. Fact. We had the entire clock end, absolutely like swarms of bees. Go and watch it when Kerry Dixon scores his goal, mate. It's incredible. But we also had one side as well, and we had about 200-300 of us in your North Bank. Do you know what I mean? It was mental, mate. We were unbelievable that day that was when we came up. We got promoted. And the first game was Arsenal away in '84. I don't think you lot could ever fucking believe it. And I'll tell you another thing where your club made a mistake. We're not
There was no all ticket then. I could just come up today, innit?
Oh, mate. Seriously, we had 20,000 at Highbury that day. 20,000.
Yeah, it's all like coming in, mate, when it was obviously the stands and all that. And it just, You know what? I much prefer standing up tone. I like the old school.
Diesel, we're ignoring the chat here, mate. Can you?
Yeah, let me answer that thing. They wanted me to know tell them about Mourinho, Claude. So let me just do that then, because that was a chat, wasn't it? That was a someone. That
Diesel. Nibitarix. If I pronounce that right, sorry if I haven't.
Okay, I can't remember who sent the thing, but in answer to your question, what do I think of him? Right. Well, I don't think a lot of him. Right. Okay, and a lot of people might turn around and say, "Well, that's disrespectful. He was the most successful manager," and blah blah blah. Anyone that walks on our pitch patting a Man United badge don't deserve nothing, right? That said, I respect what he did for us, right? And I respect him as a professional manager. Now, do I like him? No. Do I think he's a good manager? Yes, I do. But would I want to be managed by him again? No, because the football's dire, right? It's not great. It's practical, yeah. He's got a system, blah, blah, blah. Do I think he's got his head on right now? I think you've got touches of the old Mourinho back at Spurs right now. I really do. I'll tell you. There's something about him, you know. I didn't think he was himself at Man United, but like he's still got second spot. I love him, Tone. I'll get crucified in this chat room because you know what it is, mate, for me, right? And I've said this to Terry numerous times. There's a lot of fans who just don't like him, mate, because of his spat with Wenger years ago. You know, and for me, I could not care less about it, mate, because I'm a massive.
Brian Gooner, where do you think we'll finish this season? Says Diesel. Have you not seen this? We're all yapping and we're ignoring these chats here. Brian Gooner.
Brian Gooner, he's quality, isn't he? What's a fucking bloke he is? You know what I mean? Top boy.
Where do you realistically say, Brian Gooner? May can ask you as well, Chelsea. Where do you think Chelsea will finish?
Where do I think we'll finish?
What are your hopes?
Hopes to win the league, yeah. But I've never ever said we were going to win the league this year. And I think you'd be mad to say that when we were, was it 27, 30 odd points behind Liverpool? No, I said our job this season is to consolidate with what we got, right, and try and get it to 9 or 10 points, and bridge that gap by 2/3. Then I think we can say we're in it. You know what I mean? Because the margins are smaller. And then obviously you've got to remember our team's very young, so we could afford 2-3 years of getting that momentum. You know what I mean? Getting, you know, and listen, you can't say the way our club operates, we will go out and strengthen again and just put those little pieces where we might be a little bit weak. So
what about you, Diesel?
So in answer to your question, Claude, I say third ourselves, and I'd say Arsenal. Or we're going to do that in a minute.
Diesel.
First of all, mate, Tone, I've been saying that for so many times on this stream. I'm more fearful of Chelsea next year. So I think once they get a season to bed in, mate, I think they're going to be dangerous next season. Yeah. So I think this season, just let them do what they got to do. Next season, a year of playing with each other, a pre-season, don't forget as well. I think you guys next season are going to be proper. Regarding us, if this manager stays here, go on.
Quarter pound of rubbish, a 3-1 up against Rotherham in the big game at Loftus Road. I call them quarter pound of rubbish. And they're 3-1 up again. And they say they've got a big game. Connor says we have Brentford in the West London derby live on Sky Sports. Well, I'll be tuned in, Connor, for that. That should be a cracker. A cracker. Right. So, Diesel, where do you see where Arsenal finishing?
If he stays here, Arteta, then I reckon it'd be 8th or 9th. If we get rid of him and we get in an elite manager in. In that case, 8th or 9th, mate. 8th or 9th then. 8th or 9th. No, of course you can't, Claude. How dare we want more? How dare we want ambition for our club? Let's keep him, Claude. So if what you're saying then, by that logic, right, if he plays every game like he's been playing against Leeds, yeah, it doesn't matter how. No, sorry, I can't get on board with that, mate. I'm sorry.
No, he's got to give the same opportunity as Emery, end of the season, we'll look at it. Anyway, but thanks for the donation.
No wonder we're dropping up now.
I think Arsenal, if you want my opinion on where I think Arsenal finish, I'm just looking at this table now. I think just looking at it now.
Dortmund, 2-0 up.
Oh, lovely comment, Tone. And Steve's a lovely bloke as well, mate. Steve's a Chelsea fan. Really nice.
Thank you, Steve. Top man. Thank you, buddy. Right, I'll tell you what I think. Right, I'm just looking at the teams there. Right, I don't think you'll finish above Spurs. Right, that's the first one. Right, not with Mourinho in the growth. You ain't going to finish above Liverpool. You ain't going to finish above us. I don't think you'll finish above Leicester. Southampton, you will. Everton, it's 50-50. Villa, I think you will. West Ham, I think you will. Wolves, I think you will. Man United, I don't think you will. And I see Man City above you as well. So I see City above you, United above you, Leicester above you, Chelsea, Liverpool. You'll finish 7th.
Half time.
Because I don't see above Man City. I don't see above Liverpool. You're not going to go above Spurs or Chelsea. So that's 4. And I honestly don't. I think Leicester and Man United. Yeah, you'll finish 7th because you might finish 5th. Do you know what I mean? If you're getting I think Man United will finish in front of you, and I think Leicester will as well. So I think 7th.
I'm just going to give the people the half-time scores here. Man United 3, Istanbul 0. PSG are 1-0 up against Leipzig. Juve 1, Ferencvaros 1. Dynamo Kiev 0, Barcelona 0. Dortmund 2, Bruges 0. Lazio 2, Zenit 1. And in tonight's other earlier games, Krasnodar 1, Seville 2. A late goal from Seville. And a late Oliver Giroud goal for Chelsea gets them both into the next stage of the Champions League. So it's just about who finishes top of the group. Go forward, boys. Sorry to interrupt. I had to put that up. So
of course, mate. Of course. Yeah, of course. God, I forgot what we were saying there, Ton. I've lost the flow of the. Sorry. That's what I was going to say, right? The Tone, right? And obviously to Claude as well. Claude was in that stream earlier on, right, with Kevin and Dan. Now, all I heard was players' mentality. They're not good. They're miles away from top 4. The mentality's poor, right? There's a lack of fitness. Yeah, Willian, you heard about Willian, Tone, right? Government guidelines to fly to Dubai to get a steak, right? The man's just got here and he's taken a pick out of us already. Yeah, he starts the game the other day, right? But nothing gets said. No one questions Arteta about that, right? Kieran Tierney squaring up to obviously the Leeds player at the end of the game. And I love Tierney, right? Guendouzi done something similar out the squad, right? On loan, right? So it's clear Arteta's got his favourites. What I'm asking you, Tone, my question is this, right? When the lads early on were talking about that, when they were talking about the lack of mentality, the training methods or whatever, the lack of fitness, all of these things, Tone, go back to the manager. We're paying this man £6 million a year, right? But these two didn't even mention Arteta's name in that. All right, lack of fitness. That's the manager, right? Poor mentality. That's the manager. He's meant to be this top coach. If that's the case, right, Tone, and it's the players, there's nothing to do with. Why are we paying this man £6 million a year? Why? Can you, Tone? You've got a lot of sense, right? I love you, Tone. You tell me. Just give me an answer, because no one can answer that for me. Come on, please answer.
No. Honestly, it's just. Listen, I love you, Terry, and I'm not talking about because I know he's not here right now. I love Terry, I really do. He's a top geezer, yeah. Top respect to him. He loves his man, and like you said, he's going to stick to. That's fair enough. And you've got to respect anyone's opinion, don't matter what it is, right? But for me, I don't think I don't think he's good enough. And I don't think he's a big enough name. Ancelotti would have been perfect for Arsenal. Before Liverpool, Klopp, I thought, was always your man. Always.
Do you know what? When he was at Dortmund, I wanted Klopp because I love charismatic people. I love characters, and the way he is with the fans, the way he interacts with the fans, all of that, right from his Dortmund days. And if you look at the way he's brought that to Liverpool, right, win, lose or draw, Tony, he's on that pitch. He goes to all four corners of that stadium and he applauds the fans and he does the run and he gets that roar. I love all that. The man is a god. Right? When they wanted to raise their ticket prices, it was Jurgen Klopp who went to the board and said, "Whoa, I'll do that. What are you doing?" The man is a god, right?
Lampard's a bit like that. Lampard's a bit like that. Every game he comes over with the fans, and he's all about, you know, shaking and patting, and it's very Mourinho-esque. You know what I mean? He's been around a lot of good people, Lampard. So he's had good tutoring. You know, think of all those managers that he's played under, like Ancelotti and, you know, sort of Jose. He's lots of high quality managers. So I guess he's picked up a lot of good things. I just don't think he's high profile enough for you.
But he learned his trade at Derby, though, Tone. At least he went somewhere first, lower league, right? And he learned his trade, albeit when he got the Chelsea job, I looked at it and thought, you know what? If I was him, I'd do another year at Derby, one more. But then saying that, when an opportunity comes up like that, who's to say it might not come up again? So, you know, when it comes up, you've got to take it. And Mikel's the same. I don't hate Mikel Arteta. I don't dislike him, right? He was offered a job like this. Of course he's going to take it. Right? My argument, though, is he's not the man. And I brought this up to Claude and Terry, right? When you're not in the Champions League, Tone, right? If you still have an elite manager, but you're not in the Champions League, you've still got half a chance of signing top players. Because a lot of players will go to that club because the opportunity to play under that man. Right? Has Mikel Arteta got any pull? No, I don't think he has. No. I don't. No. I hated Wenger. But listen, Wenger's well respected, mate. He had pull, let's be honest.
Who's available right now apart from the obvious?
I'm going to ask Tony about this. What do you think's going on at Man City, Tony? Man City. What's going on at Man City? I mean, that's another thing.
I think you can have two. You can have too much of a good thing, Claude, yeah? You know, and like everything in life, everything needs freshening up. If you look at the success and the template of Chelsea Football Club over the last 15 years, is we've always rotated and changed. Do you know the funny thing is? There's more players in your team now than in ours when we played during the European Cup, the Europa League final. How about that one? Did you know that? Because you've got our Luiz, and Luiz played against you.
Yeah.
I suppose you could count Giroud, but I'm talking about a first 11. Do you know what I mean, sort of thing?
I'd have Giroud over Lacazette, mate. I'd have Giroud over Lacazette. I think Giroud's a better player.
You know what? He's so reliable. He's so good at what he does. You know, just everything simple. Holds it. You know what you're getting with Olivier Giroud. All right, we know. Listen. I know we ain't going to get 38 games out of Olivier Giroud, do you know what I mean? But I tell you what, 20 minutes to go, sling him on. You know, either if you want to hold a game or you want to win a game. You know, set piece.
Mate, Tone, do you know what? He does not get anywhere near the credit he deserves. To score over 100 goals for us, right? Yeah. Playing in a team that no way, shape or form, right? He played in a team that did not play to his strengths one little bit. Let's be honest.
He's always in the France team. He's always in the French team.
He got that amount of goals. Put some respect to the man's name. I don't care what anyone says, mate. Yeah, I like Giroud.
And I'll tell you now, I see Luiz, right? Luiz, yeah. We're not knocking Luiz here, right? Okay, but listen, we all know he's got a mistake with him like every 4th, 5th game, yeah. We know what he never tracks the marker. Let's be honest. And you always know if he's the last man, he's going to do something, yeah. But you're playing him out of position, and I've always said you need to play Luiz holding mid, right, or you know, playing those diagonal balls. That's it. You don't want him as the last man. That's where you want Luiz controlling the game. He's a great passer of the ball. That is his strength, Luiz. That's where you want to play him. Get the best out of him. You know, he'll pick up Aubameyang, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's quality like that.
And Claude, right? You know when we did that watch along against Leeds, right? Did you know right at the end when you saw Kieran Tierney going over, yeah? Did you know, right? He was actually having a go at Xhaka. Did you know that?
Right. So right, the guy's gone over to.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I had this argument with Kevin today, right? And he's saying, "Oh, we don't know what was said." Look, I had this argument today. He's gone over because Xhaka is going to hug the guy, right? That made it. I mean, let's get it right. It wasn't a stupid thing what Pepe done, but the guy went down to get the guy sent off. No doubt about it, because there's no way there was any. All he did was tap him, and he went down as if he needed A&E. But what happened at the end? Why is Xhaka? He's just got one of our players sent off, going over to hug him. No wonder.
I'll tell you
Tierney's got passion. Win.
Yeah, he's a winner. He's a winner. He's a winner.
I'll tell you another thing, Diesel, right? That's wrong with your club, right? If you don't mind me saying so, right?
No, please, mate. Yeah, honestly.
You know your owner, right, or your chairman, or your board, right? Okay? It doesn't. You never see it. What's the right word? Like, for example, if you watch that Tottenham flipping movie that they brought out, or you watch the Man City one, or you look at Abramovich, apparently Abramovich phones Marina Gabskaya 3 times a day, and he phones. He's relentless. He wants to know what's going on. He could be on a fucking yacht in the med somewhere. Yeah. He wants to know everything. Yeah, and I just don't get that impression that Arsenal are that hands on.
No.
When you see the Man City thing and you see them all sitting around a table, right? This is what we want. This is where we're going for it. This is this is our targets. Everything's set out for reasons. If you look at Chelsea, not giving it large here, but everything they do, it's set up right. There's no room for failure.
You have a structure, mate. You have a structure.
And if we don't, it changes, and that's Abramovich's win, win, and everything else. And Man City are very much built on very similar to where we've done things. Say we
I totally get it. I totally get it. And do you know what, right? This comment here, right? Big up Joshua. All right. This is exactly what me and Claude, right, have said and agreed with as well. Especially Claude, right? Because I know Claude brought this up a couple of weeks ago. Right? Joshua's put, I also think how the players call Mikel by his first name instead of the boss or gaffer is a problem. Not sure if I'm the only Joshua. That is an issue. I'm sorry, mate, but people don't pick up on that, right? That is an issue for me. Mikel, that's not your mate. That's your boss. That's your manager, right? That's not your mate, and that's what I'm seeing, Tone. I'm seeing it's more matey rather than teacher student. You said that, Claude, didn't you?
Do you know why we got that problem there, Diesel? Because he was playing with the likes of Bellerin. He was playing with these players, and that's why we got the problem of calling names, because they've been playing with him, and that's why they get special fucking treatment.
Yeah,
it's almost like you need a Mourinho type person to go in and go. Do you know?
I wanted him, Tone. I wanted him. I got sorted for it. I wanted Mourinho. I know Claude did. I love Mourinho. I love him, Tone. I don't care who abuses me in the chat. He is a winner, right? Whatever it takes to win, he'll do it. And I'm on board with that, mate. He is a winner. He's won everywhere he's been, mate. And do you know what? It's a lot of it is because of the spat he had with Wenger. I know that is a fact. That is a fact, right? It was one-upmanship. Wenger could never beat him. Never beat him, could he? Right? Even when Chelsea were playing poor, he always raised it against Wenger. He could never. And do you know what? He's a winner, mate. He's an absolute winner, right? I love it. And do you know what as well, Tone? Not a lot of people know this. I brought this up in a previous stream. You'll remember this, right? Do you remember when I think we beat you in the Community Shield, right? Not that I'm boasting, right? And I saw Mourinho pick up his runners-up medal or whatever, and I see him throw it in the air, right, into the crowd.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That was his way of saying, I don't do seconds. Number one or nothing. And that mentality, Tone, in any walk of life, that is a winner. That is someone who does not settle for seconds or thirds or fourth. Number one.
I was right. I
love that. I
was right by that. I was right by
that. I remember him seeing, you know, when Porto won the Champions League, he done the same thing as well. Yeah. He done the same thing. He threw his medal.
He did the first with our, he did it with ours as well when he won the title. You know, trapped him in the crowd.
I just love it. Do you know what? I love him, mate. I just think he's one of those. He's got something. He's got this. You know, like certain managers have got an aura about him. Where Wenger had it. You know, I didn't rate Wenger like towards the end. I wanted him out-toned, but even I will admit, he had. Wenger was so well respected within the game. Players wanted to play for him. He was ahead of his time. He would walk in a room and he had that aura. He had an aura about him, right? Fergie had it. Klopp scored it. Pep. We've got Mikel Arteta. You're telling me that man, right, could walk into a canteen, right, and sit at the top table with Klopp and Pep? You are mad. No way. Nowhere near that table. And that's why I don't want him here. He ain't good enough. I don't care what anyone says. On that note,
I think he will. I think he will. He will be there, though, won't he? Till the end of the year, you know. I don't think you're not a club that gets rid of managers, are you? You're quite, you know. Do you know what I mean? I can't see you outing him. You can't.
Oh no.
Not unless it gets toxic, and you haven't got no supporters there to make it toxic. So
no. Well, yeah, I'll be honest, Tony. I think he's lucky that we have no fans in the stadium because I'd like to have seen the reaction if we did, because all we see is what we see on social media and all that crap, right? He's lucky that there's no fans here at the moment, because for me, I don't see any difference between what he's doing and what Emery was doing. I don't. And I think Emery's a much better manager than what this man is. I do. I'm not saying I want Emery back, by the way, but my whole argument with Terry is, how can you slate Emery on A, B, and C, and when Mikel does the same thing with A, B, and C, he gets a pass? What goes for one, Tony, must go for the other, surely. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know,
I know, mate. But listen, the thing is, you got to look at it this way, right? We haven't even done 10 games yet, yeah? We're not even done 10 yet, have we? Have we done 10? I can't remember. We're 7th of the league. Is it 9 games played? Is it 9? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 9.
9,
Right, Tony, sorry, mate, and Claude, yeah? That was another thing I heard in your stream, Claude, earlier on. Did I hear Terry right when he said, yeah, let's be honest, we haven't started yet, lads. We haven't started. We're 9 games into the season. We're a third of the way through the season. I'm hearing, yeah, but we haven't started yet. 9 games, we haven't started. And we're meant to accept that. What's a load of bollocks, man? I'm not having that. Oh,
he was showing off.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We haven't started yet. What a load of
absolute. He was showing off because he was with Kevin. He was showing off. He's showing off, and I noticed that. Yeah, I know what was going on there. I know what's going on. I know.
But there is only 7 points. There is only 7 points that separate 15th to 4th. So you have to put it a little bit into perspective. I'm not saying he's the right man for you. I think you need a bigger manager and a better manager. No. That's true.
It's been a freaky season, right? No one's really. If this was a normal season.
Too many away wins.
we'd be right down the.
Tony, can I ask you something? What do you think of this now 3,000, 4,000? Why can't we just get back to fucking normal? I'm getting sick of it. I know there are people. I'm sorry. I'm very sympathetic. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there. But you know what? We are treated as if we're in a fucking prison now. Now,
let me say a few things, right?
Sorry, Tone, before you start, sorry, mate, I'm going to lose this comment. Sorry. Super chat, thank you very much. I'm going to pronounce it Gunz, aka Forever Misunderstood. Thank you very much, mate. He's put Bruno, the best number 10 in Europe, and definitely the Premier League. I don't know about that, mate, but yeah.
I thought a thing, right? With all these government ministers are taking the bung out of this. this situation.
No. I've been studying this for 11 years, boys. Yeah, I know what's going on, right? But I don't want to get your channel shut down. Let's put it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it with official statistics, right? Okay, because if you start going down the conspiracy route, right, it's pointless, right? But if you want to know the truth, this is a fact. You go on the official, the Office of National Statistics, and this is a fact. Fact is not made up. This is not opinions. These are facts, government facts, right? That's anyone between the ages of 0 and 60 that has no preconditions, right? Okay. The number of deaths through COVID is actually 337. So 0 to 60, okay, without any pre-medical conditions, the death rate is 337. So if you divide that, that's since February, by the way, and that's with pneumonia and the flu chucked in for good measure. But let's forget about that. If you divide that by the number of weeks, that's 40 weeks. It works out at 1 a day. 1 a day. That's what we're talking about, yeah? Okay. The average age of death under COVID is 83 years of age. The average life expectancy in this country is 81. And 96% of COVID deaths are with people with pre-existing conditions. Those three facts are facts. And that's not an opinion. That's on the Office of National Statistics right now. So the question is, why are we all on lockdown and why is all this happening? And I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to get your channel shut down. But all I'm saying, right, it's more. There's more than anything meets the eye. Yeah.
No, Tone. Me and you need to have a chat off stream because I'm into a lot of that. David Icke and all that. So I'm massively into it.
It's not so much.
It's along those lines, mate. But there's something. New world, we need to we'll have a chat off stream because I'd be interested to hear your. We can.
Converse. They don't even disguise it now, do they, Diesel?
Let's put it this way, mate.
It's on all the websites.
even when that vaccine comes out, I am not taking it. That's all I'm going to say.
Listen, you got to be careful what you say now, mate. So keep it real, boys. You want your channels left on here, and that's the truth.
Exactly.
Okay, and you need your channel left, because it's all about your channel. What do I think about it? I think it's a lot of nonsense.
Barcelona taking the lead against Dynamo Kiev. 1-0 Barcelona. I don't know who's got the goal. Wait a minute.
Still.
And 4,000 fans. What difference does that make?
Yeah, exactly.
I think everything. If you notice, everything about fun has gone, isn't it? They've taken fun away from everything. You can't dance, you can't sing, you can't march.
Yeah, can't go clubbing.
Can't go clubbing. I mean, seriously, if you were a youngster right now, seriously, I really feel the youngsters.
Oh, mate, hormones must be going through the roof.
Yeah. So you can't. Everything of fun, is been taken away. And I've got to tell you, I could take it even a step further. VAR is also a killjoy.
The goal was by Desi. Desi scored for Barcelona. 1-0 Barcelona.
Funny enough, I said that, Diesel. You know that. I came out on the very first week it came out. If anyone want to check it out, it's on CFC Fans TV at the time, and I actually said. Yeah. I called it for what it is. I said, this VAR's got to go.
It's killed the game, mate. Every week there's a decision, let's be honest, where you look at it, you think, what?
Yeah, because you've got to wait for that moment. It's like you can't, do I celebrate, don't I celebrate? The moment's gone, isn't it? That's the whole beauty of the spontaneity of football. Yeah. The fact that it's constantly on the move and it's spontaneous and it's reactionary. And that's the magic of football. Yeah. When you take that out of football, what have you got? It's just regular.
It's that split second, right? When you see a goal, it's that split second when you're sitting down, you see, and it's like slow motion, Matrix style, isn't it? Like you jump up out of your seat, the guy you don't even know who's sitting next to you, you grab him, you give him a kiss on the cheek. Oh my, all that, Tony, it's done now, mate.
That's humanity, isn't it? Diesel. That's humanity. That's the beauty of life. You know,
Exactly.
black, white, left, right. You know, gay, straight. It's all irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. Everything's set out to divide us, and VAR is just another form of control.
Oh,
just hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me decide.
Yeah.
You know, and what was amazing about last year, where you could kind of last season, is
there's a penalty. There's a penalty.
Fair enough. It was down to 2 or 3 people in a studio, wasn't it? In where was it? What was it called? Whatever Park. And they used to sit there, didn't they, right, and make a decision amongst themselves.
Oh, yeah. What's it called?
You know, I'm trying to think of it now.
George's Park, isn't it? George's.
Yeah, so George's, whatever it is, yeah. But again, because they had no side monitors, did they? It was down to somebody else's interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, it could go 3-1 up here.
And this is why, because let's be honest, Diesel, if you know about globalism and the whole process of globalism, then you know that the bigger picture of the beautiful game is going that way anyway. Hence the reason why Man United and Liverpool are doing what they're doing, because that is going to be the bigger picture. Make no mistake about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what? I'll be honest, Tone. I think for years the big clubs have always wanted to have a breakaway and form a Super League.
Yeah.
What
2 seconds.
time to do it?
Lazio! Go for Lazio! 3-1!
Lazio! Go on, Claudio. Say Lazio!
Go Lazio!
So, how do you say "I love you" in Italian?
Io ti amo.
Ah! Was it Yo Tiago? Yo Tiago, baby. Ah. Do you know what? When you talk like that, right? Women must just fall. Telling you.
What women? Who would look an old man like me now? I'm an old man.
You're the Claudinho. You're the Claudester. Come on. The Bristolian Macam. Hope you're well, mate. All right, lads. Sega, I'm a frustrating lad. I know, mate. I know.
2-0 Barcelona.
Sorry, I'm working on it. Mate. I'm working on it.
And who's got the goal?
Lazio.
Barcelona 2-0 up. By the way, boys, Barcelona 2-0 up. At the moment, Man United 3-0 up. PSG still
3-0.
1. Juventus 1. Ferencváros 1. Dynamo Kiev 0. Barcelona 2. And it's Dortmund 2. Bruges 0. Lazio 3. Zenit 1. And then the other games earlier, Chelsea won 2-1 against Rennes. And Seville also won 2-1. So it's that group is who's going to finish top in that group. I think they're going to be playing the last game. Is it the last game of the group? Or is it? No, let me get this, is it?
You talking about me, Chelsea, Claude?
Yeah, Chelsea Seville. It's not the last game of the group, is it?
No, there's 2 more to go. We got to play the Russians at home, and we'll win that, obviously. And then, thank you, Samuel. Thank you. And the last game is away in Seville. So that's inside the group, wasn't it, that game? That one.
Oh, no, hold on. It can't be. Because didn't you play Seville first, the first game?
Yes.
No, it's normally the second game and the last game, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay, so have we got Seville next?
Yeah, it looks like you've got Seville at home, isn't it?
Okay. No, away,
Seville is the decider. Whoever wins that.
That's what I'm saying.
If it's a high scoring draw, you go through.
No, you are right. We got Spurs Sunday, and then we got Seville away on the Wednesday. You're right, and then we got Leeds at home, and then we got the Russians, Krasnodar, the following Tuesday.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at that. I mean,
Tony.
If you either beat them or you get a high scoring draw, you'll finish higher than them. Because it was.
But do you know what? I don't think it makes much difference, Claude, whether you finish
Tony,
first
read
or second.
Oh, it
that,
does.
Tony.
You could get Bayern Munich otherwise.
Yeah, I know, Mike. But if you go and check Australia right now, and you go and check New Zealand, and well, that's what the game is here. Listen, we can't listen. I don't want to talk on here because this is not my channel. I don't think I'm in a position to run a risk with somebody else's channel. Why would I do that?
Separate street.
But anyone that's on my personal Facebook and stuff like that, they'll know how relentless I am, Claude, you know. And I, because I've studied it for about 12 years now. And the whole thing about life in general, actually, I can say these things because nothing to do it, because everything is a total and utter illusion. You might think I'm mad, but everything is bullshit. You know, time is bullshit. The date is bullshit. You're bullshit because you're dead. Because you're the straw man. You're representing something else, and just everything. Just history, money's bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a promissory note. If you actually look at a banknote and actually look at it and how money's created, when your mum used to say, "What do you think? Money grows on trees?" Well, yeah, it does actually, Mum. It's true. It's a bit of paper, and it actually says right across it, "I promise to pay the bearer," because it is a promissory note. And fraction reserve lending is for every £10 deposit in a bank can lend 10 times the amount against. So therefore, it doesn't exist. So once you understand the principles of money, you understand life.
3-0 sorry, 3-0 Dortmund. Sorry, 3-0 Dortmund.
Claude, I love you, mate, but I don't care. Do you, Dave?
Laugh, yeah.
Do you care about Dortmund?
League night, do you mind? We've got to look after our people on the chat. They do mind.
All right, if that's the case, Claude, look after Alan Attic and answer this. Claude and Diesel, if Arteta loses the next 2 games, we can't give this guy until the end of the season. He will need to go by Boxing Day.
I have a feeling.
I wouldn't out now.
I've got a feeling we'll beat Chelsea on Boxing Day.
Oh, God. Well, I hope you're doing. You keep it with the year, Claude. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm looking at your fixtures, guys. Yeah, let's have a look at your fixtures. Right, so you got old Mould.
We've got a good easy run now.
Mate, got tough games coming up. Mould. I mean, we should piss that. Come on. You
should be able to wipe out a bit of Mould. You know what I mean?
See, Tottenham game, form goes out the window because it can go either way. Tottenham, you forget that they could go either way.
Wolves at home would be dangerous. I think that's a draw.
They're not as good as last season.
Then you got Rapid Vienna.
Woo! The big one.
We'll win on Thursday. We're already qualified, aren't we?
Spurs at the New Lane.
Yeah, I think we'll beat Spurs. Yeah, I think.
Shout out, Lane.
Yeah, I do. I just think that's the sort of game we're going with. He's like Ollie. He's like Ollie. Arteta's like Ollie. Just as
bloody hell, Claude. Your fixtures ain't great, mate. It could be that you might get your wish here.
That's what I'm saying, Tone. But
you might get your wish, mate.
No, Claude's wish is that he's like, listen, Claude, right? Answer this question in. What if by January we are in the relegation zone? Will the most stubborn, deluded Arteta clan still cheer his name? You still want him to be here for a year, mate, if we're down there?
Diesel, you have to trust the process.
Oh, God. I can't stand drunk Claude. I'm telling you. You had a drink, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you're still in the League Cup, aren't you, boys? You're still in the League Cup, aren't you?
Hey?
You're still in the League Cup, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got Man City.
Yeah. You might win that.
No, we always beat Man City in the Cup, mate.
That's what I'm saying.
They're worse than us, you know. They're worse than us at the moment.
Hey, not Claude. They've got games in there, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say, like.
Have you played them, Tone?
Yeah, we pinged them 5-0, mate.
No, this season.
Burner, mate. Hey, well, sorry. Nah, mate. Nah, we're waiting for them.
Oh, time.
Who did you beat 5-0 then?
Well, no one. It was a jest.
Mind you, that game, you parked the bus
They
against
scored
United.
goals, though.
You
Yeah,
definitely
you
parked
did,
the
Tone.
We
In
were
the
trying
Champions
to-
League,
we
who
were
was
learning-
it?
We were
You
learning
beat
how to
someone
second.
5-0 in the Champions League. Who was it?
Wait, how is it, Tone? We can beat Man United and you
The
can't.
Russians. The Russians. Well, that was 4-0.
Kai
wasn't it?
Havertz hat trick, wasn't it? Yeah.
Tone, answer me
no,
this question.
No, you're
Answer me
talking
this
about
question, Tone.
Grimsby Town. That we won that 7-7.
That's it.
Tone,
Oh,
answer me
yeah,
this
sorry.
question. Answer me this question.
Right, start
Answer me
for one.
this question. How is it we can beat Man United?
Oh, bit of mastermind.
How is it?
You started, so I'll finish.
Come on, answer me.
I don't even know the question.
United and you can't.
Hey?
How is it Arsenal can beat United away and you can't?
Oh,
loaded question. Loaded question.
How come you got spun 8-2 there then? I don't. We have one there. We used to win. In fact, right. Let me tell you something now. Do you know the club that's got the best record at Old Trafford down the years since the Premier League? In fact, before the Premier League, actually, it's Chelsea. And actually, we've got the best record at the Emirates. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't won for a while though at Old Trafford. You're right.
Did you
Yeah,
come back from 3-0 down against them under Ranieri once? Or was it the other way around?
No, it was a 3-3 draw. I don't think we were 3-0 down. It was pinging right away. It was at Hasselbank volley, wasn't it? Hasselbank! One of them ones, wasn't it? One of them moments. Do you know what I mean?
Kevin,
Yeah.
very good question, mate. Very good. And I'd like Tony as well to give his thoughts. Diesel, Claude, need your opinion on this. Why does everybody keep hyping Arteta? From ex-players, media, personnel, and every single person. Looks like we are the minority calling him out. Why is this man lauded so much? I don't get it. Lampard, I get it. The man's a legend. I personally believe top players will want to play for Lampard. He's got that name. He had that career. You know what I mean? But
if you're young, if you're 20, 21 and you watched him play as a footballer, you see, he's got that, hasn't he? Yeah, that he was at the top of his game.
Yeah, he's got that. But
like
Tone, I asked Terry this question, right? I asked it and he couldn't answer it, right? Mikel Arteta, was number 2 to Pep Guardiola. And I love Pep. There's a lot of Arsenal fans who call him Pep the fraud and all that rubbish. He's lost it and he's not all that. But then a lot of Arsenal fans were gassing themselves because we're getting someone who's worked under the almighty Pep. My question is this. If Arteta was number 2 to Sean Dyche at Burnley, would you have wanted him? Probably not, right?
Of course not, no.
Because he was at Man City under Pep. Blimey, the things he must have learned under Pep. That means he's automatically going to come here and he's going to turn into an icon just like Pep.
Tone, can you answer me this question? How does a man that wins the Champions League for you get the sack in the summer?
I'll tell you. Right. Do you know the funny thing? Well, because he wasn't the man that won us the Champions League. It was the players. What people don't realise, it was those players that pulled us through those games. That especially that game against Lazio, where we had to spin back a 3-1 deficit. In fact, people forget how monumental that goal clearance was from Ashley Cole in Italy that day. Because if that was 4-1, it would have been just game over. But when Villas-Boas went, and it was about those players. It was those players who knew this was their last hurrah. We're talking, that spine, that Essien, Lampard, Terry, Cech, Didier. They all knew this. Ashley Cole. Those players managed themselves.
Do you know what, Tone? Do you know what? This will make Claude laugh, right? You just said there your spine, Lampard, Drogba, yeah? And we have Terry basically saying our spine of Leno, Gabriel and Partey, right? I'm sorry. Big difference. But yeah, go on.
Tony, you're a big Chelsea fan.
And I'll tell you what, furthermore, I'll just point out, right? I'll tell you what I didn't think. Did you notice, when he won it, right? And he walked up the stairs and he went, I won it! I won it! And he was in Abramovich's face. Did you see that? I told you, I won it! Did you see that when he walked up?
Who did that? Sorry?
Di Matteo. Right?
Yeah, Roberto.
In the final. And he walked up the stairs, didn't he? And then Abramovich was at the top of the stairs, wasn't he? Right, with his son and all that. Yes. And he grabbed hold of him and he goes, I won it! I told you, I won it! And all that, right? Yeah. And I'm thinking, that was the time to play it down. Do you know what I mean? Just walk past, cheers, thank you.
Yeah, but I think he knew he was going, though, Tone. He knew he was going.
Oh, he was never going to get another contract. But the fact that he won the title, he won the Champions League. How could he get rid of him? But he always knew he was going to get 6 months to a year, didn't he? Yeah. Whereas
Roman's more like, well, I expect you to win that. If you look at what I'm paying you, that's what I expect.
Carlo people forget Carlo Ancelotti won us the double, our first double. And at the end of the following season.
What went wrong with Ancelotti?
Well, we finished third. Bye-bye. Sacked him in the tunnel. In fact, the rumour was Abramovich actually turned up at that game and the directors were on their way home. They left the players. They left 10, 15, 20 minutes from the end. They're going down the motorway. They said, just tell him he's sacked. And someone told him he's sacked in the tunnel.
Brian Gooner's come on here. Thank you for that chat. I want to ask you, Tony, do you think Lampard is getting the best out of Havertz?
Well, do you know what? The problem we've got, right, is we've got a lot of good players and Frank's got to find the right system. He's persisting with playing both Havertz, trying to accommodate Havertz, and it's that Gerard Lampard thing, Havertz and Mason Mount, yeah? But what you also got to understand is these are kids, yeah? It's not like they're 27, 28, they're going to have the ump if they're not playing. These are kids. These are high-quality kids that are going to get better and better and better and better. So at the moment, this is the whole thing about it. See, we finished third last year, right? And we got to a cup final. And we got to the knockout stage of the Champions League. And Frank, throughout the entire season, was chopping and changing. Do you know that? The entire back four, it was never the same back four throughout the whole season. Chopping and changing, trying this personality with this and trying that with that. Do you know what I mean? And now he's adopting, there's almost a style now coming. Do you know what I mean with it? Yeah. And that is a bit of a conundrum. Is it blind Gooner? Yeah. It is a bit of a conundrum because that 10 position, where does he play Werner? If he plays both Tammy and Werner, he's then got to accommodate those two. Well, you can't. Do you know what I mean? You've got to then. I noticed tonight he brought Mason off, and he brought Havertz on, and all that. But you know, listen, Lampard really trusts Mason Mount. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's his boy at Derby, and I suppose he's got a, you know, but see, that's the problem. If he's doing the business, Tone, and he's playing well, you know, fair play. But I don't agree with this mates. Played where it's the player's a mate of yours, you know, you've got a special bond with him, or it could be a player that you're just not close with at all. Play the best player in that position. It's as simple as that. Leave the relationships, leave that at the door. Do you know what I mean?
The player of the season, you know, at Derby that year, you know, that under Lampard was actually Figueroa Tomori.
I think he's a good player. Yeah. I like Reece James. I think Reece James is all right.
Oh, you know.
I do.
That. And I'll tell you another thing as well. We've got two other players, mate, that you don't even know about. One's called Conor Gallagher. Honestly, guys, he's ridiculously good, yeah? And of course, we've got the young Billy the Kid, you know, he's amazing. I want to show you something, actually, just recently, you know, because this is the longest I was just thinking about it the other day, actually. It's the longest I've been away from Stamford Bridge. You know, I live up here in Peterborough. Yeah. And I was thinking, God, you know, this is the longest I've not been to Stamford Bridge for know. Can't think. Do you know what I mean? Because of this lockdown, that. And just, you know, like a few things you think, well, I wonder if it's changed. I wonder if it's... I'll show you something, what they've done outside the ground, guys. And this is across the road. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, let me see if I can...
Yeah, who is it?
It's Mason Mount. That's a great big...
oh, wow.
Big collage. See that there, Claude? That's right opposite the West Stand. That's right opposite the West Stand. That's on someone's house, Claude.
Oh.
You know the West Stands where the pub is, where they do all the where everyone does all the camera work, yeah?
Oh yeah. Fabregas there, doesn't he?
Yeah, who's that? Isn't that the what do you call it? The restaurant, isn't it? Little restaurant.
Apparently Absal said he saw Fabregas going to his house.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, that's the massive mural, look. And that, I don't know if you can see across the road there. You can see the stadium. Just
Is that Britannia Road? Britannia Road, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, Britannia Gate. Yeah. Well, I always meet you, isn't it?
No, but that's across the road is Britannia Road, isn't it?
Yeah. And
I know someone that used to live down that road, Britannia Road. See.
Actually, no. Actually,
I bet you do.
No. Do you know what? I've actually got that wrong. It's actually further down. It's actually a little bit further down, mate.
Your side piece.
Well, you know. Bad, though, isn't it?
Things like that. I show respect to women. I'm not like you.
Claude.
I'm not like you.
Stallion.
If it moves, let's go.
Yeah, you know that. But it's lockdown. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on, rules change.
Oh, someone said to me today, I've gone off her now. I've gone off her, Laura Woods now. I've gone off her. She's an arteta. I've gone off her now.
No, you can never go off Laura Woods, mate. Come on.
Nah, she's arteta in.
Is she?
Arteta in.
Look, Claude, I'm not going to lie. It's a bit of a setback.
I was in love, mate. I was in love.
Let's not. We can't stop at that, mate.
If she come to me, I'd have to turn her down now. After that, I'm sorry.
She come to me, mate. I will spend all night convincing her the other way.
She's lovely, though. She's lovely.
Oh, mate, absolute salt. Chelsea have got some great young players. Agree, Lone Star, they have. Your academy, I tell you what, second to none. Second to none. Again, you know, take art. We modelled everything on you, you know. And we go back 15, 16, 17 years ago. First thing Abramovich said, I want to have a little tour of a London Colney. So we had a look at what you had to offer, and we saw the way you were doing. You were buying a lot of youngsters from overseas at the time and buying them for little $500,000, $1 million, and all that. And Chelsea just thought, do you know what? We're going to copy that. Yeah.
Right. And we didn't just copy it, we fucking minced it. And so all of a sudden, we had all these wonder kids coming in from Argentina, Brazil, Portugal, Italy. All of a sudden, the academy, and then I ain't been funny in the last, I'm not just giving it last year, but I think in the last 14 years, I think we've been in 12 bloody Youth Cup finals.
Yeah, that's it.
They've won the Champions League, Chelsea. And even our girls, look at our girls, you know, I mean, they take it seriously.
Do you think there's a future for Loftus-Cheek at Chelsea?
No, I don't. I don't think, no, I don't. See, there's a good player, guys. There's a good player. As indeed Ross Barkley is.
Mate, they would walk into our team. Walk.
Well, he absolutely run the show at the Emirates, didn't he, Ross Barkley?
Well, I heard you offered us Mesut Ozil, right? As long as Juninho was in the deal. In other words, we'd have to sell you Juninho and you'd have to give us a few quid.
Goal at United. There's a free kick. What a goal! No.
You know, he does a good job for us, Jorginho. You know, he doesn't play all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're right about that. Loftus-Cheek is a massive one, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if he's a bit over. I don't really. He's a good. He's all right. He's all right. I think people overhype him a little bit from what I've seen. I'll take him over Xhaka, mate. I'll take him over Xhaka. I'll take Barkley over Xhaka.
That's over the line, surely.
So we might say to Villa, well, right, you can have Barkley, but give us Grealish.
Oh, well,
that won't happen, mate. I tell you, his stock has risen. Deezer and Claude, I just want Terry to shut up about Arteta and the Emery cult.
Terry's a great guy, though, and he's a lovely guy, isn't he, Terry?
He is. He winds us up, though, Tony. He knows how to push our buttons. Then he cool.
Well, then he's good at his job, then, isn't he?
Taking. Is he coming back or not?
No, I don't think so, mate, if I'm honest. He said if he could, he'd be back for the second half, but he's 76 minutes, mate. It's no point.
Okay, well, I'm all for that, though. What is he doing?
Oh, mate, Laura Woods, come on, Kev. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. You just couldn't say no. Sorry, but you just can't.
But Tony's into Sophie Rhodes. You know, Sophie Rhodes is a big Sophie Rhodes fan.
No, I'm not a fan. Sure, I mean,
I am.
I think she's a very nice girl and all that. But you know, I'm an happily married man. So my eyes, mate, are on my wife. All that.
I think it's amazing the lies we have to tell when we're on stream.
No, I swear to God, right? I'm joking. No, I'm not just saying it either. Do you know, it's very rare. Well, right.
Louis reckons he turned her down. She approached him, but he turned her down.
Who?
Louis. Yeah. She wanted to go out with him. But
who are we talking about? Sophie?
Yeah. He said that she turned him down. He turned her down.
Louis as in Louis?
Yeah, Benavuti.
Oh, behave yourself.
Yeah.
Come on, no, I'm not having that, Claude. Blimey. No, he'd have married her, mate. He'd have married her tonight. Absolute load of rubbish.
He turned her down, mate.
Yeah, of course he did.
That's what he said.
Of course he did.
He said
I'd love to get Sophie on here and get her take on it. I bet it'd be completely different, mate.
She asked him for a drink, go out for a drink, and he said, no, I'm not interested.
Ah! Well, then he needs to be admitted to an hospital.
You would have said the same, wouldn't you?
Hey?
Would you have said the same?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Mate, do I look like a man who likes waste? I don't like waste. That's a waste. If that's true, that's a waste. Of course not, mate. And you got to ask me once. I know a green light when I see it. Oh, mate.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, mate, listen, I want to ABC, Tony, ABC, always be closing. Come on, you know that. Come on.
ABC.
Exactly.
I do love the way Gunner, you know, Mr. Gunner, Lee. I do love the way he always bungs me in, doesn't he? But I'm quite flattered actually too. You know when he had that big row, and did you see him on the terrace?
Yeah. No, he talks highly of you. I know you used to have known each other for donkeys, didn't you?
Yeah, we used to work together 20 years.
He mentioned you in that, didn't he? He gave you a mention.
Yeah. He goes, listen, I work with Tony Ralph. He's done it's on everything about Chelsea. I love watching him. Do you know, it was me that actually encouraged me. I said, listen, mate, you need to get on this because you're made for it, you know?
Yeah.
It's not about me. I think I'm too well. I'm the only swinger in town now, don't I, on a circuit, probably. But it's not about age. I don't think so. I don't think it's anything to do with age, mate.
I got too old for it, Tony. That's why I'm not there anymore, mate. I'm not on it anymore. So that's because I was too old for it. It's for the young people, mate. It's for the young people.
I think for that type of thing, if that's what you want, you know, they almost have their own language, don't they? The baller, you know, and all that sort of stuff. And it's a what? Google searching baller. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a baller. You know, but the point I'm trying to make is, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, say they have their own language, don't they?
I was surplus to
we...
Simon's gone in there. I was too old for it in the end, but I thought I enjoyed it while it lasted.
I don't even think it's about age. I mean, if you ask the guys who are watching us now,
it's a young man's game.
They just like watching people, Tone, who just keep it real and who are honest. I think if they want to watch a soap opera, go and watch EastEnders, mate. You know, it's that's the difference. It's not about age. No, I don't think it's about age at all, mate.
I can't see the chat, guys, so I don't know what they're saying. You know, I couldn't tell you. But,
Alex Scott, that's another one. Lovely. Claude, how is Alex Scott?
No, she's nice.
Yeah. You've met her, haven't you?
Yeah.
Who's that black girl, Claude? Who's that Chelsea black girl on the terrace?
Yeah, do
you know what? She's really good, actually. I'd like to get her here.
Don't start all that. Listen, can I get me words out, Dave? You know what I mean? Right, okay.
No. I didn't mean like that. I mean like she's actually really good. She knows her stuff.
You know something, right? I'll tell you now. I'll tell you something now. Because I watched I love Sammy, as you know. Do you know what I mean? I love all those lads and that. Do you know what I mean? I respect them all and everything else. Funny enough, there's a young lad actually. I forget his name now. And he done a couple of real piss taking videos of Arsenal Fans TV where he's giggling away and laughing away. He's a Chelsea young lad. I can't think of his name now. He's bloody good. He's really, really good. I sent him a little message. I just said, "Do you know what, mate? You're good. You really are good." Do you know what I mean? No, I see her on the because you know sometimes on that terrace thing they have about bloody 6 or 8 people and do you know what I mean?
Do you know any of them, Tone?
Sometimes 2 or 3. You know, you recognise them outside, or some of them. You know what I mean? Part of the old 100% when it was. Do you know what I mean? And then there's obviously what's his name? Not Louis. What's his bloody name? You know the guy that runs it now with Sophie Rose.
Louis,
Louis, isn't it?
Louis,
no, not Lewis. Lewis. That's what. Yeah, like him. Yeah. No, he's all right. I think he's a really top guy. I like him. Yeah.
He doesn't go on the football terrace, though, does he?
He was on it the other week.
Oh, was he? Oh, right.
Yeah. And there's a few of them, like that are always regular on that thing. Sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't. But I have noticed that.
Do you know that Monster? Is it Monster?
I don't know. I know she was sticking up for you though, the Chelsea girl. You know when you was having that row with that Canadian lad, and he called you a disgrace. You're a disgrace, Claude. You're a disgrace, Claude. You know I've been watching this thing for the last 3 years, and let me tell you, I'm a Gooner, and I'm telling you, Claude, you're a disgrace.
Well, he didn't even know who Graham Ricks was.
You are a disgrace, Claude.
He didn't even know who Graham Ricks was, mate. Do me a favour.
It was our man.
What's happening, mate? Because I've lost all the goals here now. I've lost it.
We don't care, Claude. I'll give you an update, mate. Yeah, he's lost his job already, hasn't he, Dave?
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed Lee Gunner's one. Yeah, the other. I do like. I think Lee don't care, does he?
No, but you know what? That's what I love about him, though, Tone. I love that. I love the fact he doesn't go with the masses. He's not swayed. And you know what? Let's have it right. He gets a lot of abuse, man. But you know what? He does. Yeah, he gets. Because he's like Marmite. The thing is, he says it how it is. He says what he sees, and I love that. And I think that's the best way to be. You know, you always know where you are with someone like that, and I love that. You know, and he's a good friend of ours on that. No, he's a top man. But
Borussia Dortmund are 3-up against Bruges. Lazio 3-1 up against Zenit. Dynamo Kiev are losing at home 3-0 to Barcelona. Juventus 1-1. Manchester United 3-1 now. Istanbul.
I'm trying to get back, but I've lost it.
Paris.
I can't wait to get out of this pithole, I tell you. Can't wait to get out of it and get to my new place. Can't wait.
All right, Peterborough winning.
Woo!
What about?
Yes, Manic, I did, mate. I used to do that all the time. Luckily, I was quite tall when I was young, so it wasn't too much of a reach. When you were in primary school or the early years of secondary school, did you used to go down the newsagents and take a magazine off the top shelf? Yes. Yes. I think we all did.
We'll all be lying.
Thing is, Manic, I can admit it. I've got the balls to admit it, mate. Yes, I did. And I'm proud of it. And I'll still do it today. I still do it. Oh, bless.
Well, I need listen though, boys. I really do need. We need to do something though about my channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
No, we need to, mate. We need to have a meeting, don't we? Yeah.
I've got 95,000 on the face. Yeah. And I need to like start streaming direct through to the 95, and then I'll bring another. I've got another little group of 100,000 on it. That's quite a lot of numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can build it up from there. It's got 11,000 on them. You know what I mean? I just need to get going with it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, you need to, mate.
I need some help, boys, you know what I mean? Because I'm struggling like mad.
Yeah. Mind you, though, what did you say earlier on? You've not done anything for 3 months.
3 months, no. But you know something? I've not lost a subscriber.
No, you got to be. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I was successful. I was, and I do a lot of stuff on here. And I've done a lot of stuff on here. And let's have a look here. It's not even gone down. Do you know that? In fact, it's gone up. That's mad. And I've not even done anything. Do you know what I mean? For not 3 months. It's probably maybe 2 months. But I've had a lot of things. I've just, you know.
Yeah. So if it's up and you haven't done anything for a couple of months, imagine what you could get if you was doing them.
2 months. 2 months. 2 months. And yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, definitely, Tony. Yeah, no. We'll get something done, mate. We all need to have a meet up, or even if it's a virtual, because that's the thing now, isn't it? A Zoom call or a virtual call. So
bit of a verge.
Yeah, bit of a verge. Jessica Alba. Oh, mate.
Barcelona 4-0 up, by the way, boys. 4-0 Barcelona.
Kelvin, that film, Honey. Oh my God. That's all I'm saying.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, boys. I think I'm going to do one. And get back to because my wife's in the other room. I think I've still got to catch up with a few celebrities. So don't tell me what's happened.
Celebrities.
Right, you know what I mean? Before it's too late, I want to quickly get a little celebrity in with her. You know what I mean? You know the one. And yeah. So funny enough, I've only got to the I'm right behind now, about 4 behind now. I'll tell you the last one I'm at where he went in with the snakes.
You guys gone 2-1 up against the French
Juventus.
Yeah, Juventus are 2-1 up.
Yeah,
Man United 3-1 up. Hold on, what's happening there?
It's what that chat just said there. You know, all the teams were meant to win tonight. They won, and there was no real shocks tonight, is it? Yeah. So I'm going to go then, guys. So please get in touch with me. Yeah.
Where are you going, Sam? Where are you going?
I want to. I love you. I need to. You know, I just want to spend a little bit of time before it's too late with my good lady. You know.
Go on, Tone. Hey, do you know what, mate?
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Mate, be proud and say I watch it as well. I love it. Get back on it, Tony. A lot of people are inside watching due to lockdown. He's right, mate. Everyone's in at the moment. So you know what, Tone? Jump on it. Jump back on it and start doing some. Everyone's indoors.
I need someone to come in, right with me, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm being serious because it's got massive potential. You know, 95,000.
Yeah,
11,000 on that, and I've done nothing, and I've got all the old school, well, most of the old school. Do you know what I mean? So I've got I don't know, a little bit of respect there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, of course.
But yeah, it'd be nice. You know, I'd really like to, you know, get going.
In no time, Tone. Honestly, grow that in no time. But yeah, a bit of guidance.
So,
I
yeah, I just need a bit. That's all. It's just a little bit of, you know, I just need a little bit of our age. That's all.
We love you, Tone. Come on, you know, like we're here. So yeah, no, we'll have we'll sort something out, mate.
Thanks, lads. So I'm gonna, you know, how do I switch off here? Just press leave, I suppose. Is that what I do?
Yeah, just the X in it, Claude. Yeah, just the X.
Just leave, yeah.
All about the X, isn't it, boys? You know what I mean?
All about the X.
Yeah. Right. So just have a quick prediction for the weekend then. Chelsea Spurs.
I think it'll be a draw time. 2-2.
Mourinho's going to shut down. Well, he's not going to shut down. He's going to...
I get the feeling that it's nothing in it at the moment. Nothing in between the teams at the moment. Not much in it. Spurs are playing well.
But goals, though, Claude, yeah? You think goals, two apiece?
The only advantage you've got, maybe, is that they're playing Thursday night. And I suppose that might handicap them.
They don't need to win that, do they? You could rest everyone, couldn't they?
Yeah. They'll just put out a reserve side, mate, and they'll keep their big guns, you know, for the game.
Of course they will.
You say that, but then Mourinho takes it. He does put strong sides out. He wants to win everything, doesn't he? So you know, but yeah, a game like that. If it was anyone else,
they're missing goals, but 4-1 United apparently.
My thing stopped about 10 minutes ago, mate.
Right, just a quick one for Kevin. Kevin, yeah, he just said, Tony, question.
Yeah.
Who do I?
1-0 still. Full time at Juventus 2. Ferencvaros 1. Barcelona won 4-0 tonight as well. Oh bloody hell! What's this? I'm reading off the phone here because my TV's gone.
That's got to be Kevin De Bruyne, surely, Tone. That's got to be De Bruyne.
Yeah, very easy to answer that. I mean, Arjen Robben, it was a natural process.
There we go.
Like Hazard, where
the main game's on.
Yeah, so Arjen Robben, it was a natural process where we had some really good years of him, but it was a natural thing for him to go to Madrid like Hazard, yeah?
Yeah.
So it didn't really great because we got good money for Robben, and it was just part of the process, a bit like Hazard. Salah, no one ever thought Mo Salah was going to turn out like that. No one. I know he scored in the 6-0 game against, you know, the 1000th Wenger, you know, sort of game and all that, and he got the 6, didn't he? But no one, you know, like Quadrano was another one, you know, but Mo Salah, we thought, well, average at best, you know what I mean? You know, nothing, you know. So he's told now. Kevin De Bruyne is something completely different. I think if you ask most Chelsea fans, we all knew how good Kevin De Bruyne was. That was a simple clash of personalities between him and Jose Mourinho. And that was to do with one particular game. I think it was Swindon away, where he said, I ain't playing, or something like that, you know what I mean? And it was one of them, right, where he basically, you know, sort of threw his, spat his dummy out, you know what I mean? And let's be honest, a bit like Hakim Ziyech, right?
Yes.
And Hakim Ziyech is got an arrogance about him. You know, he's got that, you know, that, yeah, and what? I'm good. Yeah. Same as Mourinho. So has Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne's got that. I'm not saying he's arrogant. I'm saying he's got that appearance of being arrogant.
Like a swagger, isn't it? He's got a swagger. Yeah.
And I think that was where them two clashed. Because you've got to, you know, you are the Messiah, you know, with Jose in it, yeah. You know, that sort of thing. So out of all the players that you've mentioned, in fact, Jose got rid of about 10 because it was there was loads. There was one Quadrano. There was also the Felipe Luiz. We bought him and sold him this season after. It was madness. And then the other one was Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah.
and you know, and that, but the thank you, Tony Gent, and thank you to everyone on the chat. It's been lovely comments. Thank you. Out of those names, definitely Kevin De Bruyne. He's brilliant, isn't he? And do you know? Do you remember that? Do you remember when we played you in the League Cup, Claude? And Wenger and Arsenal Football Club made a statement and said, "Never again." You gave us 9,000 tickets. Do you remember? And we packed out the not the North Bank, the old the clock, the new at the Emirates. And we had the top section, the bottom section, and we had all them. Remember all them fake Champions Leagues? Do you remember all the Champions Leagues? We were giving it to you. And the Arsenal fans said, "Never again." We took over that place. We had not. Oh wait, there was probably more. There was 9,000. It was only a few seasons back. And Kevin De Bruyne played that night, and he was just incredible. And we all went, "Wow!"
Now, that was at the Emirates, wasn't it, Highbury?
No, that's what I said. The Emirates, didn't I?
You said
I said the Emirates.
Oh,
Yeah, but you still call them the clock end, don't you? In the North.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's why I'm getting confused. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. So, but no, we beat you 2-0, and Azpilicueta got a goal for us. Remember? It was a League Cup game.
Boy, played for Chelsea that night, didn't he?
That's right, and he was exceptionally brilliant. And we all turned.
Was 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. Azpilicueta got one, didn't he? And but we were strong quite strong that night, and you were quite weak, weren't you? You went quite weak that night. Wow.
No, I can't. Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
But we got quite a bit of money out of that deal. You know, the Wolf, typical Maria Gavaskaya. Yeah. Even though you are a rent boy.
It means that we're loved. Jack's a real one, man. He's a real. But yeah, fine. But you know what though, Tony? It's when I love your opinions, because you know what I mean. You're not one of those fans who sort of laud it or whatever, right? You actually say, look, you're honest, and like you say what you. And but I love the way you word it. It just makes sense. You know what I mean? And you're saying a lot of what I'm saying, but I like to hear it from a rival fan. I think they speak more sense than a lot of our own fans about our club. I'll be honest, I do.
Well, if you really want me to just tell you a little bit about the Claude knows this, because I've told him this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I started going to Chelsea in 1975. It was the first game I ever was taken to by my dad and my granddad, Chelsea Leeds United. And I went relentlessly on my own, because my dad wouldn't allow me to go when I was 15, 14, 13. So by then I fucking defied him one night. I went on a fucking special away at Forest. Shit myself, because everyone was going to say, well, you're going to end up in the Trent. Because everyone used to know in the 70s, you never used to go over Trent Bridge, because it was like, you used to get all these stories, before you got on the club specials. It's like, well, what's the Trent? They're waiting for Forest, they're waiting for it. Forest used to be a naughty little place to go back in the 70s and 80s. Anyway, digressing a bit. Yeah. Started going on my own from 81 onwards, and I've been home and away since, to get older ever since. So I've seen a lot of changes to football and all that sort of stuff. But I'll tell you about Arsenal, right? I've got a little. I don't hate Arsenal, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because of my mother, yeah, and all that, and
yeah.
And I respect Arsenal. I respect them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I like Tottenham, and but the thing I think with your club now is, I think the image of your club is tainted. I sound shit because I've been on it, and so have you, Claude. But I think in a way, it's tainted by AFTV. And let me explain to you why, right? Because when I was in my 30s and 20s and even 40s, when I used to think of Arsenal, I thought of Highbury, Marble Hall, Herbert Chapman bus, the blazer at Arsenal that everyone wore a blazer.
Yeah, marble. Yeah.
You were called the Arsenal for a reason. You hear him right. Yeah, I was joining the Arsenal, not Arsenal, the Arsenal. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, and it's all to do with perception. how you view somebody. You know, they say first impression counts, don't they, with everything in life?
Yeah.
What you wear, how you are, how you act, right?
Yeah.
And I think now, when you think of Arsenal in the modern era, I don't pity you guys. I don't pity you, right? I don't pity you. Because Claude knows I've said this before. I think that the first thing when anyone thinks of Arsenal now is more Arsenal fans TV.
Mm.
And if you think about it, it's very clever what Robbie's doing. I'm not knocking him or whatever. But what he's done is he's got 10 or 12 different characters, right? And he's built these characters into weekly personalities. So people tap in to see these characters. Got it? And it's not, sometimes it can be a bit...
I'm not a character, am I? Don't put me in there.
No, you are, Claude. You are, Claude. You're the voice of reason. A lot of people...
He loves to hear it.
I'm not a character. I'm just a normal fan, mate. I'm not a character.
I'll tell you something now. I'm going to tell you something now, right? I'll tell you something now, Claude, right? Before I met you, I'm not saying I was in awe of you, but before I met you, right? And then I got the chance to meet you, I was fucking worried, mate. You got to meet Claude outside the clock end. And I'm like, I don't know why I done that. I don't know why I done that in the northern accent there, but you know what I mean? It's Robbie, like, and you've got to meet, you know, you've got to do this or do that. So, and I'm thinking, and it was like, oh, I'm Claude, you know, and it was like shaking the figure, oh, you know, you got to stand your ground here, you know what I mean? Because, do you remember Claude? About 6 years ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago. And now.
He came along, didn't he?
I brought Paul Cannaville. I brought Paul Cannaville with me. Yeah. And all that sort of stuff.
Nice guy.
Lovely guy. Absolutely beautiful guy. He's a top man, right? But see, the thing is, right? It's the image factor, Diesel. So whenever you think of Arsenal now, right? A lot of supporters, especially youngsters, that's what they identify Arsenal with. Yeah. So there's an image issue straight away. Yeah. And I'm telling you, you might think I'm talking bollocks here, but I'm not. Yeah.
Tony, can I just tell the people the scores because they're in the Man United finished 4-1, PSG 1-0, Juve 2-1. They won. Dynamo Kiev 0, Barcelona 4, Dortmund 3, Bruges 0. No real shocks tonight, really. Lazio 3, Zenit 1, and of course the earlier games, Chelsea winning 2-1 in France, and also Seville winning 2-1. So there we go. Not really, no real surprises. The groups: Chelsea, Seville on 10 points. They're both qualified. Dortmund and Lazio top the group F. Barcelona, Juve top of that group, and Man United and PSG are virtually through as well. So carry on, boys.
Right. Let me go back to, for example, where is the main?
Sorry, mate.
The main circumstances, right? Okay, the fan cam's got it, yeah. But if you notice, right, you got the guy who always sings and dances before he even starts his fan cam. Got it? You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting with Lee. You know what you're getting with DT. You always know what you're going to get with troops, right? Okay, it's the same. So I'm saying, you know, and I'm telling you now, it's got to the point now where when you think of Arsenal, that's the first thought process. Now, whether you think that's good or that's healthy,
no, it's like when someone says to me, that all you Arsenal fans are deluded. You know, like you all think so and so, and I'm like, where'd you hear that from? Oh, I watched it on, and I'm like, well, yeah, but hang on a minute. No, not just them, but any channel, Tone. You know, they don't speak for all of us fans. So what you've done is you've watched a channel that's got 5-6 people on it, right? You've heard their opinions, and that's you've got us all sussed as a club, as a fan base. Nah.
But it's so big, mate. I mean, what's the differential between AFTV right now and in terms of subscribers or views or whatever?
Yeah.
I bet there ain't a lot of difference between Arsenal and AFTV.
Oh, no, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
No.
Listen,
I'm not saying what I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, right? Because I've been on it. Claude's been on it. I'm sure you have these, right?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't, mate.
You've never been on it. Okay.
No. I've done this. Listen, do you know what? I've always maintained, mate. I'll never. I don't know him, Tone. I can't comment. I don't know him. I think what Robbie's done over there, I've got to give him credit. He's built that from the ground up. He's built that from nothing. Fair play to him. I respect him.
But
it's not so much. Yeah, it's certain people. I just don't.
Has that damaged your image? Has that damaged? Is the emphasis now on that channel as opposed to the club? That's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah,
when that first around the time, do you remember when 6-7 years ago, I'd say, or like whenever it started, right? For the fans, by the fans. I used to love it because for me it was my God, this man is actually created a platform for normal fans like us to have a voice. Brilliant, class, absolute. What Robbie's done is nothing short of sensational.
He ain't. He's turned it into EastEnders.
Now, if you compare it then to what it is now, and it's just my opinion, it's nowhere near what it used to be, right? But I don't know, mate. But that's each to their own, mate. But listen, I can't knock Robbie for what he's done. I think he's been brilliant. It's just certain. It's a lot of it's acting, a lot of it's for the cameras, mate. If I'm honest with you, and if that's what people like to watch, fair play. I won't knock any channel, Tone. They do what they want. We do what we want. But you know what? For me personally, I've said things tonight that aren't what I would call popular, but people still tune in to watch us because they like people to be. I've got too much respect for these people watching to fake it and lie to them. That's what I'm trying to say. I love all the guys in the chat. It's always the same people. I love these guys. So I owe it to them, right, to be honest and actually say, whether they like it or not, I won't sway with the wind. Do you know what I'm saying? I am my own man. I'm honest. And I've been brought up to be, say what you think. If someone don't like you, F them. So that's I'm just giving an opinion, son. But my opinion won't be this week, and then next week different, and then the week after that I'll go back to this, and then that, and then this, and then that. And I'll see a lot of people on this platform doing that. You're going to get found out, mate. Who wants to watch that? But that's just me. But what do I know, John?
I agree with you. I agree with you. No.
You know what I mean?
Listen, we all have our clubs, don't we? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and so what does it say they're more of a business than a fan channel? At least this channel is old school. At least we keep it real and tech. I think so. I think that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah. Less of the old, James. Less of the old. I'm joking, James. I love you. Yeah, go on. No,
I'm going to get off
for the guys.
Listen. Please invite me back on, guys. And
mate, you're always welcome. You know that. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Anytime.
Claude, top man, love ya.
Cheers, mate. Take care, mate. Take care.
Yeah.
Claude's just texting his bird. Look, he's texting his bird.
Go on, Lisa.
Yeah, well, I'm going to close it up now because I think I've had a long day, mate, with all this, especially with all this. Yeah, I'm knackered. Take care, everyone in the chat. Hope you're all well. And have a nice evening and enjoy the rest of the evening. We'll be back tomorrow for another Champions League. Hopefully, we'll be talking about the games, not talking amongst ourselves about Arsenal and Chelsea. Because much of this crap, we need to talk about other teams as well. Okay, love. Thanks, Tony, for joining us, mate. Thanks, mate. Take care. All right, and all the best, everyone. Bye for now.
See ya.